The story opens in the bustling, futuristic city of Shanghai, a place that appears completely ordinary at first glance. Inside a warm and cozy home, new mother Zhang Wangxin lovingly feeds her newborn son Chen Chen. Her eyes overflow with pure affection, making every sleepless night feel more than worthwhile for her healthy baby. But this is no ordinary infant. Hidden inside that tiny body is Lin Ziken, a transmigrator who has just earned his first energy points. At just 33 days old, this ordinary rank 1 baby already possesses a complete system interface along with a powerful golden cheat of his own. 3 months later, Lin Ziken's parents, Zhang Wangxin and Lin Yansheng, are utterly convinced their gifted son is destined to become either a gene fuser or even a cyborg. Meanwhile, the true genius, Lin Ziken, unlocks an achievement after kicking 10,000 times, gaining the use it or lose it bio-attribute that continuously strengthens his body. He struggles to understand what gene fusers and cyborgs actually are, comparing them in his mind to heroes like Spider-Man and Iron Man. By the time he reaches 4 months old, Lin Ziken has already surpassed every normal developmental milestone for a baby. To keep his extraordinary growth from frightening his parents, he secretly practices crawling every night, steadily increasing his vitality, coordination, and crawling proficiency. Only 1 month later, at 5 months old, the use it or lose it attribute has already helped him walk with remarkable ease while earning even more stat boosts. By 6 months old, he has mastered the art of acting normal, sitting and crawling naturally in front of his parents, without arousing the slightest suspicion. Everything changes when a news report shows gene fusers and cyborgs battling terrifying beasts, revealing this is not the Earth he once knew. He soon learns that this mutated world is infested with horrifying creatures that humanity collectively refers to as beasts. To fight them, humanity developed one path through the cyborgs, warriors who rely on advanced technology and mechanical enhancement. The other path belongs to the gene fusers, humans who fuse with beast genes to inherit their abilities and fight monsters with monster-like power. Fortunately for Lin Ziken, his unique system allows him to grow stronger step by step and evolve in secret to survive this dangerous world. Before long, a new neighbor named Shumeng arrives at their home, introducing herself while bringing a small welcoming gift. She then introduces her husband, Shen Jianyi, along with their adorable daughter, Shen Qinghan, asking the family to look after them in the future. Lin Ziken realizes this little girl will become his very first friend, unknowingly tying their destinies together for years to come. At 7 months old, Lin Ziken's system keeps rewarding his training, granting vitality, leg strength, jump height, and jumping techniques simply for practicing jumps. Even something as simple as running steadily increases his vitality, coordination, and running speed. By the age of 7 months, he has already mastered jumping, running, and even speaking, earning speech, language ability, and expression simply by babbling. At just 8 months old, this extraordinary baby can already perform sit-ups and push-ups, unlocking sit-up proficiency and core strength. Lin Ziken only dares to train while his parents are away, but sooner or later the inevitable finally happens. His mother, Zhang Wangxin, walks in and catches Chen Chen doing sit-ups, leaving her frozen in complete disbelief. Thinking fast, Lin Ziken immediately pretends to be asleep, and Zhang Wangxin, a web novelist, brushes it off as a hallucination caused by overworking herself. A few days later, however, Zhang Wangxin suddenly lets out a loud scream and calls for her husband after discovering something unbelievable. While giving Chen Chen a bath, she realizes their 8-month-old baby has developed a visible six-pack, leaving her utterly speechless. His father, Lin Yansheng, recalls Chen Chen's enormous appetite and begins wondering if that's somehow how their baby ended up with abs. Then Lin Yansheng has a sudden realization, convinced that his son might truly be a once-in-a-lifetime prodigy. He excitedly proclaims that Chen Chen's future has no limits, believing he'll become a gene fuser, or even a cyborg at the very least. Still known as Chen Chen, Lin Ziken breathes a sigh of relief that his secret remains safe, as his novelist parents simply assume he's an unparalleled genius. Later, Zhang Wangxin watches a news report with Chen Chen about a 2-year-old prodigy from Kyoto who can lift a 20-kilogram dumbbell with one hand. Proudly patting Chen Chen on the head, Zhang Wangxi insists her son is every bit as gifted and won't lose to any of those famous prodigy families. Secretly impressed by his mother's confidence, Chen Chen can't help wondering whether he'll really be able to lift 20 kilograms by the age of 2. Time flies, and by the age of 2, Lin Ziken effortlessly lifts a 20-kilogram box with one hand, exactly as he had imagined. Suddenly, someone calls out for Chen Chen, announcing that Qinghan has come over to play, instantly throwing him into a panic. Looking slightly irritated, Chen Chen steps out of the storage room where he had been secretly training. The moment he sees his tiny visitor, his eyes widen in surprise. It's Shen Qinghan, also 2 years old, who adorably offers him a tart in her babyish voice. Chen realizes that despite the gap in their mental ages, Qinghan has become the perfect living weight for his training whenever she falls asleep on him. Unfortunately, there's one tiny problem with this rather unusual training equipment. Every now and then, Qinghan accidentally wets herself on him, forcing Chen to call his mom over to clean up the mess. Another year passes, and 3-year-old Lin Ziken can now effortlessly lift a 40-kilogram box with one hand. Chen watches a news report featuring a 4.5-year-old prodigy who can lift a 30-kilogram dumbbell with a single hand. He casually notes that he's already surpassed that incredible achievement despite being only 3 years old and still at ordinary rank 1. Curious about the world beyond his home, Chen finally ventures outside for the first time and discovers a city filled with gene fusers and cyborgs. Searching for answers, Chen heads to the library alongside his mother, Zhang Wangxin, Xu Meng, and little Shen Qinghan. His mother calls after him in surprise, wondering why he isn't heading toward the children's section. Instead, Chen runs straight for the adult books, with Shen Qinghan hurrying after him as fast as she can. While Shen Qinghan happily offers him some cookies, Chen politely declines, completely absorbed in an advanced book, leaving both mothers amused and bewildered. After reading extensively, Chen gradually understands this mutated world's rules, learning that all life is divided into 6 bio-levels: ordinary, advanced, rare, epic, legendary, and mythical. Each bio-level is further divided into 9 stages, and ordinary humans remain trapped at the very first stage, making them little more than ants before higher life forms. This harsh reality only strengthens Chen's determination to train harder and survive in such a dangerous world. His system immediately rewards his studies by increasing his spirit, comprehension, and knowledge, while also assigning a new mission to read 100 million words and unlock the Heavenly Insight attribute. Months continue to pass, and by the age of 4, Chen relentlessly trains both his body and mind while steadily working toward his massive reading goal. He soon begins kindergarten, walking hand in hand with Shen Qinghan, as they're welcomed by their teacher, Miss Strawberry. Not long after starting kindergarten, Chen advances to ordinary rank 2, becoming strong enough to lift an astonishing 80 kilograms with one hand. His physical abilities are unbelievable for a kindergartner, including a 1.2-meter standing jump and a sub-11-second 100-meter sprint, rivaling the performance of ordinary adults. Poor 4-year-old Shen Qinghan is relentlessly bullied in kindergarten because she still wets the bed. But Chen has no intention of standing by while his best friend is being picked on. In an instant, he bursts forward with blinding speed, his face filled with unmistakable anger. The smug smiles on the bullies' faces instantly twist into expressions of sheer terror. Moments later, the entire classroom erupts into cries as the children scream for their parents, while Qinghan watches in stunned relief. Chen's overwhelming presence earns him the nickname Kindergarten Boss, unlocking a brand new quest and teaching him that multiple quests can progress simultaneously. Half a year later, Chen finally completes his reading quest and obtains Heavenly Insight, granting him perfect memory and learning ability at the peak of human potential. Time flies, and before long Chen and Qinghan turn 7 and celebrate their graduation from kindergarten. During the vacation before elementary school, Chen continues pushing his physical training, effortlessly lifting a 200-kilogram dumbbell. He even surpasses his previous record by soaring beyond 2 meters in a single jump. His 100-meter sprint finally breaks the 8-second barrier, stopping the clock at an astonishing 7.98 seconds. Thanks to Heavenly Insight, Chen has already mastered most elementary school material, aiming to unlock the elementary school top dog title as quickly as possible. At last, Chen begins elementary school at Sunshine Elementary in Shanghai City, fully confident that every competition will be effortless. He easily claims victory in the National Elementary Math Competition, but to Chen, the trophy is meaningless compared to unlocking the achievement tied to it. Whenever he has spare time, Chen tutors Qinghan, though she still struggles with simple words like grandmother, leaving him both amused and frustrated. Although Qinghan isn't a natural genius, her hard work earns her second place in the class, while Chen unsurprisingly, takes first. To unlock system titles more quickly, Chen enters every school sporting event he can and completely shatters every existing record. Just as Chen begins believing elementary school will be nothing more than peaceful studying and training, a mysterious transfer student suddenly arrives. The teacher introduces the newcomer, Bai Jue, and the moment she walks into the classroom, Chen immediately senses that something about her isn't entirely human. Baizhu quietly stands before the class, her long silver-white hair and striking purple eyes, giving her an unmistakably otherworldly presence. Qinghan gasps in amazement at Baiju's beautiful silver hair, completely unaware of the deep suspicion Chenchen feels toward the mysterious new girl. Without saying a word, Baizhu quietly walks to an empty desk at the back of the classroom and takes her seat. Chenchen can't stop wondering why Baizhu carries an aura that clearly doesn't belong to a normal human. Could she already be gene-fused? For several days, Baizhu remains almost completely unresponsive, lying motionless on her desk, and barely even getting up to use the bathroom. As time passes, her classmates gradually lose interest, and the classroom slowly returns to its usual peaceful routine. However, more than a month later, that peace is abruptly shattered when a strange white substance suddenly begins seeping from Baishue's body. No one knows what the mysterious substance is, but its overpowering stench quickly spreads throughout the entire classroom. The other students immediately begin mocking Bai Shuo, calling her filthy and loudly complaining about the horrible smell. Then one particularly cruel student dumps an entire carton of milk over Bai Zhue's head, humiliating her even further as she silently sheds tears. Soaked in milk and fighting back tears, Bai Zhue sits there helplessly, completely crushed by the relentless bullying. Unable to bear the sight, Qinghan quietly asks Chenchen if they should help the poor girl. Although he had been suspicious of Baisu before, Chenchen now sees only a helpless victim and decides it's time to put an end to the bullying. Chenchen calmly calls out to one of the bullies, Guan Chun, who immediately freezes in fear. With a faint but chilling smile, Chenchen orders Guan Chun to clean Bai Shue's desk at once. Terrified out of his wits, Guan Chun hurriedly wipes down the desk with his own shirt while nervously mumbling his agreement. The remaining bullies quickly follow his lead, fully aware of Lin Zikin's terrifying reputation for being both brilliant and unbelievably strong. Chenchen then turns toward the entire group of bullies and orders every one of them to apologize to Baizue immediately. Their eyes filled with fear, the bullies instantly obey without daring to argue. One after another, the frightened students step forward to sincerely apologize to Bai Su and promise never to bully her again. With tears still welling in her eyes, Bai Shu gratefully thanks Lin Zichen and Shen Qinghan for coming to her rescue. Qinghan gently comforts Bai Shui, telling her that helping a classmate in need is simply the right thing to do. From that day forward, Qinghan actively befriends Bai Shui, often sharing snacks with her and naturally drawing Chenchen into their growing friendship. Bai Shui hesitates for a moment, as if she's struggling to bring up something that's been weighing on her mind. With obvious concern in her voice, she quietly asks whether they dislike her because of the strange smell that never seems to go away. Bai Shui opens up about her deepest insecurity, explaining that ever since she was little, people have avoided her and treated her with disgust. For the first time in her life, Bai Zhu feels overwhelming happiness from having friends by her side, so unreal that it almost feels like a dream. But she quickly reminds herself that this precious moment is real, and not just another impossible dream. Shen Qinghan smiles warmly and reassures Bai Shui that she understands her feelings and would never judge or look down on her. Qinghan then happily declares that, together with Lin Zichen, they'll remain Bai Sui's friends forever. Overcome with emotion, Bai Shui throws her arms around Qinghan in a tight embrace as tears begin filling her eyes. Unable to hold back any longer, Bai Zhu tearfully thanks both of her new friends again and again. After wiping away her tears, Bai Zhui suddenly remembers something important and brightens with an idea. Grateful for the kindness Chenchen and Qinghan have always shown her, Bai Shui decides she wants to give them something in return. She offers them a necklace made from beast fangs, a birthday present her mother gave her last year, hoping they'll accept it and stay best friends forever. The two happily accept the unusual gift, sealing the heartfelt promise of their lasting friendship. The three friends spend time celebrating their new bond outside the school, laughing together, and looking forward to the future. However, just as Qinghan believes their friendship will last forever, everything is turned upside down when she learns that Bai Sui is suddenly transferring schools. Lin Zichen confirms the disturbing news, explaining that he personally witnessed Bai Shui completing the school's withdrawal paperwork. Bai Shui is accompanied by a school official and an imposing man with a cyborg arm, while her withdrawal documents are clearly marked as confidential. Watching the scene unfold, Lin Zichen realizes that Bai Sui's true identity is anything but ordinary. Lin Zichen reflects on Bai Sui's sudden departure, wondering if she was destined to be nothing more than a brief chapter in their childhood. Before long, however, something even more significant than Bai Zue's departure captures Lin Zichen's full attention. After receiving Chenchen's incredible massage, Zhang Wanxin feels completely refreshed, never realizing it was all thanks to his heavenly gifted root system skill. The television soon reports yet another astonishing achievement by the famous Kyoto prodigy, this time showing him effortlessly lifting a massive boulder. The reporter reveals that the 10-year-old Kyoto prodigy has already undergone gene fusion, allowing him to lift a 1,000 jin boulder with one hand, leaving Chenchen surprised by how early he fused. Lin Yansheng comments that the Kyoto prodigy is constantly making headlines, joking that they're practically turning the kid into an internet celebrity. He explains that the prodigy comes from a powerful martial arts family in Kyoto with advanced gene fusion techniques, while Zhang Wanxin worries about putting a child through such experiments. Lin Yansheng adds that martial arts clans often sacrifice individuals for the family's future, prompting Zhang Wanxin to sarcastically remark that he seems to know everything. Chenshin quickly calculates that the Kyoto prodigy can now lift roughly 500 kilograms after gene fusion, 5 times his previous strength, while he himself can already lift an incredible 300 kilograms with one hand despite being only 8 and still unfused. Feeling confident in his own limitless potential, Chenshin's optimism instantly disappears when the next news report reveals the true meaning of terror. Breaking news shows a neighboring nation being devastated by a massive beast invasion, with explosions reducing countless buildings to rubble. Footage from the scene reveals gigantic mutant rats tearing through the city, demolishing buildings and leaving destruction everywhere they go. Amid the panic, a terrified woman desperately screams for help as a monstrous rat lunges toward her with its enormous jaws wide open. The giant mutant rat's razor-sharp fangs clamp down on its helpless victim in a truly horrifying scene. Later investigations confirm that heretical cultists secretly orchestrated the mutant rat attack, making the disaster even more devastating. The news continues with an elderly government official pleading for international assistance to eliminate the cultists responsible for the assault. The broadcast explains that these cultists are traitors to humanity who serve mutant beasts for personal gain while attacking human civilization. Chenshin quietly feels fortunate to have been reborn in a powerful and stable nation, giving him the perfect opportunity to grow stronger in secret. Without warning, a deafening sonic boom shakes Chenshin's home, startling both him and his parents. Chenshin immediately rushes to the window and pulls the curtain aside to see what is happening outside. Looking outside, he sees countless government cyborgs soaring across the night sky, leaving him wondering what kind of catastrophe has just taken place. By the following morning, the city appears peaceful again, although an uneasy tension still hangs in the air. As Chenshin waits outside, Shen Qinghan hurriedly runs over, apologizing for being late before thanking him once again. Chenshin suddenly notices something unusual about Qinghan, causing his eyes to widen in surprise. He points out that the beast Fang Baishui gave her is glowing, and Qinghan confirms she noticed it too. The fang emits a faint blue glow, allowing Chenshin to realize it was the true source of the non-human aura surrounding Baishui. Although the glow soon disappears, Chenshin can't shake the ominous feeling that it's somehow connected to last night's cyborg mobilization. On their way to school, the two unexpectedly cross paths with a breathtaking woman whose long crimson hair immediately catches their attention. Smiling warmly, the woman comments on how adorable Chenshin and Qinghan look together. She then curiously asks whether they're siblings, perhaps a brother and sister. Shin Qinghan quickly explains that she and Lin Zichen aren't related at all, but have simply been childhood best friends for years. The mysterious woman smiles wistfully, admitting she's a little jealous, because she never had a childhood friend of her own. Her expression soon turns serious as she asks why the two children are walking around without their parents. King Han visibly tenses up and begins nervously stammering as she tries to answer the question. Sensing something isn't right, Linziken quietly grabs King Han's hand and cuts her off before she can say anything more. He immediately leads her away from the mysterious woman, saying they'd be late if they didn't hurry to school. After putting some distance between them, Linziken firmly tells King Han never to casually answer a stranger's questions again, and she obediently agrees. Later that day, while walking home through a narrow alley, King Han remarks that the place feels strangely quiet and unsettling. Lin Ziken calmly explains that the entire area is awaiting demolition, so all the residents have already moved away, leaving it completely deserted. Without warning, a familiar voice suddenly calls out, asking whether the two children have finally finished school. To their horror, the mysterious woman appears once again, calmly telling someone called Boss Sheng over the phone that she has already found the two children. Lin Ziken is shocked to realize that even after deliberately taking a different route, she still managed to track them down. The woman tries luring them in with promises of delicious food, but a burly man wearing a thick chain necklace suddenly cuts her off. He impatiently tells her to knock the children out and drag them away instead, waving a drug-soaked cloth in his hand. Without another word, the burly man charges straight at them, declaring he's in a hurry to sell the kids for money. Despite his young age, Lin Zikin instantly throws a powerful punch straight at the charging man. The sheer force packed into his tiny fist instantly reveals the terrifying strength he has kept hidden all this time. The burly man is completely overwhelmed, coughing up blood the moment Lin Zikin's punch lands squarely on him. He is launched backward, with a sickening crack, leaving the mysterious woman frozen in utter disbelief. She stares at Lin Zikin in shock, unable to comprehend how an elementary school child could possess such overwhelming strength. Before she can recover, Lin Zikin closes the distance in an instant and drives another devastating punch toward her abdomen. She collapses immediately, joining her accomplice unconscious on the ground, as Lin Zikin relentlessly follows through with his attack. Even amid the chaos, Lin Zikin keeps a firm grip on the paper bag containing Shen Qinghan's glowing beast fang. He quickly realizes the terrifying situation. With no surveillance cameras nearby, he may have to silence the witnesses to protect his secret, even though he desperately doesn't want to. Suddenly, the ground begins shaking violently, causing both Lin Zikin and Shen Qinghan to wonder if an earthquake has struck. A gigantic claw suddenly tears through the side of a nearby building, instantly proving their fears were far worse than an earthquake. An enormous mutant rat emerges from the wreckage, its colossal body towering over the street and the unconscious kidnappers below. The gigantic beast slowly opens its massive jaws, exposing rows of razor-sharp fangs as it prepares to swallow the unconscious woman whole. The monstrous rat towers over the scene, its many eyes locked onto the helpless people below like prey. Realizing just how dire the situation has become, Lin Zikin steadies himself while a terrified Shen Qinghan cries out in fear. Chen instinctively shields Qinghan, his eyes widening in shock as a gigantic mutant rat suddenly bursts into the alley. Reacting without hesitation, he scoops Qinghan into his arms and sprints away, knowing they must escape the beast before it's too late. Just then, a sleek female cyborg with long flowing blonde hair descends from the sky and rushes straight into the alley. The cyborg immediately intercepts the enormous rat, prompting Chen to blurt out, "Cyborgs?" stunned by her sudden arrival. Moving at incredible speed, she instantly positions herself between the children and the snarling beast. A brilliant glow gathers around her hand as she charges up a powerful attack against the mutant rat. With unwavering determination, she unleashes an anesthetic smoke attack, intending to incapacitate the gigantic beast. Several glowing projectiles shoot from her hands and streak toward the mutant rat, which answers with a furious roar. The projectiles explode upon impact in a series of blazing blasts, forcing Chen to shield Qinghan from the powerful shockwave. Even after taking the explosions head-on, the colossal rat appears barely affected, responding with an enraged howl. Its grotesque face, covered with multiple crimson eyes and rows of razor-sharp fangs, glares back while thick saliva drips from its jaws. Realizing her ranged attack accomplished little, the cyborg prepares for close combat as crimson lightning crackles around her body. After returning home, Chen carefully analyzes the battle and concludes the cyborg's rank probably wasn't very high, judging by how long the fight lasted. He also recalls that giant mutant rats are fearsome beasts capable of growing over 3 meters tall and reaching common rank 5. Thankful that he survived the encounter, Chen becomes even more determined to train, steadily increasing his vitality and leg strength through weighted squats. Despite the terrifying mutant rat incident, life soon returns to normal, and before long Chen and Qinghan celebrate their 9th birthday with their families. After making their birthday wishes, the two exchange gifts, and Chen gently pats Qinghan on the head. Using his heavenly root talent, Chen quickly masters wood carving and crafts a beautiful wooden hairpin that Qinghan absolutely treasures. Time passes in the blink of an eye, and Chen and Qinghan graduate from elementary school, while Chen unlocks achievements like Elementary School Boss and begins aiming for the Junior High Tyrant title. Chen is determined to obtain the Junior High Tyrant title, knowing it will reward him with the powerful Law of the Jungle attribute. During the vacation, Chen trains relentlessly every day, completing 1,000 weighted push-ups to increase his vitality, arm strength, and chest strength before the challenges ahead. Right before school begins, Chen finishes a 10-kilometer speed run, pushing his stats even higher and finally advancing to biological grade Common Rank 3. His abilities skyrocket to a 700-kilogram one-arm lift, a 4-meter vertical jump, and a 6-second 100-meter sprint, making him wonder just how strong the Kyoto prodigy has become. As if by coincidence, the night before middle school starts, every major news broadcast is focused on the Kyoto prodigy. The report reveals that the 14-year-old Kyoto prodigy, enhanced through giant ant gene fusion, can now lift a staggering 2,000-kilogram alloy block with one hand. Chenshin realizes that even after factoring in the giant ant genes, his own raw physical strength still surpasses the prodigy's, making him even more eager for his future gene fusion. Filled with new goals and greater determination, Chenshin officially begins his middle school life. As the city's top elementary graduate, Chenshin receives countless offers from prestigious schools, but ultimately chooses Shanghai Middle School so Qinghan can attend the same school and class. On registration day, both the principal and his homeroom teacher shower Chenshin with praise and high expectations, but he politely finds an excuse to slip away. The real reason Chenshin escapes the lengthy compliments is to explore Shanghai Middle School's outstanding sports facilities for his daily training. Qinghan happily calls out to Chenshin, reminding him that they had promised to play badminton before classes officially began. With a confident grin, she announces her signature fairy curve shot before swinging with all her strength. Chenshin casually catches the incoming shuttlecock with his bare hand, not even bothering to use a racket. Their match is suddenly interrupted by an older student, who arrogantly claims the badminton court belongs to the upperclassmen. 2 more upperclassmen soon join him, making inappropriate remarks and claiming they'll teach Qinghan how to play badminton. Qinghan bravely stands her ground, reminding them that rules are rules and that she and Chenshin had arrived first. Stepping forward, Chenshin firmly tells the older students to stay away from Qinghan and reminds them that the court is first come, first served. The lead upperclassman lets out a mocking sneer, declaring that he couldn't care less about the rules and will take the court anyway. Without showing the slightest emotion, Chenshin raises the shuttlecock in his hand and calmly says, "Listen up." He casually tosses the shuttlecock into the air before declaring, "From now on." "My rules," he continues, his eyes locked firmly on the shuttlecock. Then, with a powerful swing, Chenshin finishes his sentence, "are the only rules." The shuttlecock rockets forward like a bullet, blazing through the air, with a fiery trail behind it. The lead upperclassman barely manages to block the shot, his racket nearly shattering from the overwhelming impact. Horrified, the upperclassman wonders if Chenshin is already a gene fuser, realizing the shot could have blown his head off if he hadn't stopped it. The arrogant bullies immediately bow their heads, apologizing over and over, while promising to leave Chenshin and Qinghan alone. News of Chenshin's terrifying strength spreads throughout the school, ensuring that no one ever dares to bully him or Qinghan again. Middle school ends up feeling just like elementary school for Chenshin, who has already mastered the curriculum and spends class reading advanced books on gene fusion. After training each day, Chenshin goes online to learn new skills, using his heavenly root talent to quickly master everything from cooking and driving to wilderness survival. To unlock the junior high tyrant title as quickly as possible, Chenshin consistently ranks first in every subject and represents the school in national competitions. He effortlessly wins gold, silver, and bronze medals in mathematics, physics, chemistry, and programming, deliberately holding back so he doesn't attract too much attention. One semester passes without unlocking the title, and instead Chenshin's overwhelming success earns him a huge following of fangirls. Completely uninterested in the attention, Chenshin devotes his time to tutoring Shen Qinghan while preparing for the upcoming school sports festival. Convinced that dominating the competition will finally unlock the junior high tyrant title, he signs up for the shot put, high jump, and sprint events. Those 3 events perfectly showcase the strength, jumping power, and speed that Chenshin has spent years developing. Winning every one of them would prove his absolute dominance over the school's athletic scene. Even while deliberately holding back to avoid standing out too much, Chenshin comfortably claims first place in every event he enters. At that very moment, Chenshin suddenly feels an unfamiliar power awaken deep within his body, causing his eyes to widen in surprise. The long-awaited Junior High Tyrant title finally appears, recognizing his complete dominance in both academics and athletics, and proving that all his hard work was worthwhile. As Chenshin and Qinghan leave Shanghai Middle School, a new system notification mentioning survival of the fittest and life essence suddenly appears, leaving Chenshin deep in thought. A sudden idea flashes through Lin Zikin's mind. He turns to Qinghan and asks if he can take a closer look at her beast fang. Without the slightest hesitation, Qinghan hands him the fang necklace. Lin Zikin carefully studies the beast fang, his eyes filled with intense concentration. His system immediately identifies it as the life essence of an abyssal butterfly, capable of granting traits when devoured, leaving Lin Zikin stunned that the fang actually came from a butterfly. Later that night, Lin Zikin decides to search online for information about the abyssal butterfly. To his surprise, he discovers that there isn't a single piece of information about the creature anywhere. Realizing no records exist, Lin Zikin understands he'll have to uncover its secrets by himself. He suddenly remembers that Baiziu had given him 2 of those fangs and quickly takes out the second one. After swallowing the second fang, his system reports that the abyssal butterfly bestiary has progressed by just 2%. Seeing the tiny increase, Lin Zikin concludes that the fang contains only a small amount of life essence. The following day after school, Lin Zichen decides to make his training even tougher by riding his bike home with Qinghan. His main objective is to ensure he can get Qinghan to safety as quickly as possible if another giant mutant rat ever appears. Out of nowhere, a man introduces himself as Coach Guo from the martial arts team and praises Lin Zichen's record-breaking performance at the school sports meet. Clearly impressed, Coach Guo enthusiastically invites Lin Zichen to join the school's martial arts team. Coach Guo continues his passionate sales pitch, repeatedly praising Lin Zichen's talent and insisting he become a member of the martial arts team. Privately, Lin Zichen thinks the coach talks so fast that he can't even find a chance to refuse before being given directions to the martial arts gym. As the sun sets over the city, another ordinary school day comes to an end. Lin Zichen clasps his hands together, quietly lost in thought. After experimenting with the life essence of a mosquito, Lin Zichen concludes that his survival of the fittest ability only works on powerful beasts rather than tiny insects. With that in mind, Lin Zichen picks up his phone, hops onto his bicycle, and sets off. To test his new theory, Lin Zichen heads to a supermarket that sells beast meat, with Shen Qinghan riding on the back of his bike. Before long, the two arrive at a busy downtown market bustling with shoppers. Once inside, Lin Zichen realizes all the beast meat is pre-packaged, making it impossible to touch directly and test his theory. Just then, a vendor loudly advertises freshly cut beast meat nearby. Lin Zichen's eyes instantly light up. A butcher is preparing fresh, unprocessed beast meat, right in front of him, the perfect opportunity. He quickly tells the confused Shen Qinghan to wait where she is before rushing toward the butcher's stall. Without bothering to explain his sudden urgency, Lin Zichen dashes straight toward the freshly cut meat. He reaches out and places a hand on the beast meat, eager to verify his hypothesis. Just as he expected, the beast meat contains an incredibly rich life essence that he can now absorb. Simply touching the beast meat fills Chenshin with excitement, leaving Qinghan completely baffled by his reaction. Curious, Qinghan asks whether beast meat feels any different from ordinary meat, hoping to understand his excitement. Chenshin casually replies that it simply feels fresher, and even invites Qinghan to touch it herself, but she immediately refuses. He then casually suggests buying some to cook together, catching Qinghan completely off guard. Chenshin knows her surprise is only natural, since even the cheapest Ghost Shadow squid beast meat costs nearly 1,000 yuan per jin. Even so, Chenshin confidently decides to buy the Ghost Shadow squid beast meat without hesitation. Still shocked by the price, Qinghan urges Chenshin to ask Aunt Sin for permission before spending that much money. Chenshin gently pats her on the head, reassuring her that there's nothing to worry about. He explains that his mother already gave him permission to buy as much as they needed. As it turns out, Zhang Wangxin is planning a beast meat feast and even told Chenshin to buy enough for Qinghan's family as well, offering to transfer the money through WeChat. Chenshin confirms that his mom is planning a beast meat feast for both of their families. He secretly has another objective, testing whether absorbing life essence directly from raw beast meat will ruin it, so he pays 2,994 for 3 jin of Ghost Shadow squid. As they leave the store, the cashier thanks them for their purchase, while Qinghan continues lamenting the outrageous price. By the time they finish shopping, it's already well past 9 at night, so the two hurry home since the streets are no longer safe. Unable to contain his excitement, Chenshin sneaks into his room the moment he gets home and quietly declares, "The moment of truth has arrived." Back in his room, Lin Zichen places his hand on the Ghost Shadow squid meat as streams of purple energy begin radiating from it. The system immediately confirms his success, announcing that he has devoured a trace amount of the Ghost Shadow squid's life essence. A terrifying image of the Ghost Shadow squid appears before him, as the system updates his Ghost Shadow squid bestiary progress to 0.1%. Later, Lin Zichen is once again riding his trusty bicycle with Shen Qinghan seated on the back as they make their way through the city. He grimaces after realize that if a tiny portion only grants 0.1% progress, reaching 100% would require around 100 jin of meat, costing nearly 100,000. Despite the staggering price, Lin Zikin imagines the ghost shadow squid's ability to dissolve into water and disappear, deciding such a powerful ability would be well worth the investment. He quickly concludes that he'll have to earn the money himself, because there's no way he can ask his family for such an enormous amount. Then he remembers the real reason he bought the meat in the first place, to find out whether absorbing its life essence would cause it to spoil. He takes the ghost shadow squid meat out of the refrigerator, carefully examining its fresh appearance while waiting to see the results of his experiment. To his delight, the meat remains perfectly fresh, while the system quietly increases his ghost shadow squid bestiary progress to 3%. Suddenly, Shen Qinghan shouts, "Xiao Chen, watch out! Someone's in front of us!" As the bicycle screeches to a halt. Lin Zikin narrowly avoids crashing into a startled couple and immediately apologizes to them over and over. He realizes he had become completely absorbed in collecting life essence, then wonders why the bike lane is so crowded just as Qinghan suddenly cries out, "Xiao Chen, look over there!" To their horror, a burly man is holding a terrified woman hostage at knife point, threatening to kill her if anyone comes closer. Lin Zikin instantly recognizes the hostage as their teacher, Cao Mei. Moments later, police officers surround the area as one officer calls out, urging the hostage-taker to remain calm and put down his weapon. A police officer warns his subordinate, a Bing, not to fire recklessly, explaining that the kidnapper is experienced and is using the hostage as a human shield. Another officer proposes using sleeping gas, worried that any further delay could put the hostage in even greater danger. The captain immediately rejects the idea, fearing the sleeping gas would be too obvious and might provoke the suspect into doing something drastic. While the officers debate their next move, a small stone is quietly picked up from the ground. The tiny stone suddenly shoots through the air at incredible speed, slipping past two officers as it races toward its target. It strikes the kidnapper's wrist with perfect precision, making him cry out in pain and instantly drop the knife. Seizing the opportunity, the captain shouts, "Now!" and the entire police team rushes in. In the blink of an eye, the officers pin the kidnapper to the ground and handcuff him, while a policewoman rushes over to comfort the rescued teacher Cao Mei. As Lin Zichen and Shen Qinghan quietly walk away, Qinghan asks if he was the one who threw the stone, but Chen quickly hushes her and urges her to leave. Before they can get far, the captain stops them and directly asks Chen whether he was the one who threw the stone. Putting on an innocent smile, Chen immediately denies any involvement, trying to appear as harmless as possible. The captain watches him suspiciously, unable to understand why the boy refuses to admit to doing such a heroic deed. He even brings up a bravery reward, hoping the promise of money will persuade the young student to tell the truth. The moment Chen hears the word reward, his eyes widen in complete surprise. Before the captain can say anything else, Chen pedals away at full speed, willingly giving up the reward to keep his secret hidden. Remembering the unbelievable accuracy of his throw, Lin Zikin chooses to escape instead, valuing his hidden identity far more than the reward money. However, the captain calls after him, insisting that Lin Zikin come to the station, make a statement, and collect his reward for the heroic act. Lin Zikin briefly imagines going to the station with Qinghan and his parents, happily picturing his very first reward for bravery if everything goes smoothly. Unfortunately, the situation suddenly takes a horrifying turn as one of the handcuffed kidnappers begins mutating, his face twisting in unbearable agony. The criminal transforms into a gigantic mutant rat before everyone's eyes, leaving the officers stunned as they identify him as a heretic fused with Rat King genes. The gigantic mutant rat immediately launches a fierce counterattack, whipping its massive tail and sending a policewoman flying through the air. Watching the situation spiral out of control, the captain urgently orders every security officer to open fire while prioritizing civilian evacuation. A relentless hail of bullets rains down on the rampaging mutant rat, but the barrage barely slows it as the captain urgently calls for reinforcements. The captain reports that the heretic has fused with Rat King genes and completely outmatches their forces, demanding immediate backup. Seeing the danger, Zhang Wangxin quickly grabs both Lin Ziken and Shen Qinghan, insisting that escaping is their only priority. The three flee at full speed, relieved the giant rat isn't pursuing them directly, but knowing they can't afford to slow down. Suddenly, a female cyborg descends from the sky, startling Lin Zichen, Zhang Wangxin, and Qinghan. Without wasting a single second, the cyborg unleashes a powerful energy attack straight at the enormous mutant rat. The tremendous impact sends the monstrous beast hurtling backward before it crashes violently into a nearby building. The female cyborg immediately begins charging a devastating laser cannon for a finishing blow. She unleashes the fully charged laser cannon, engulfing the giant mutant rat in a blinding sea of light. The overwhelming blast tears through the air and slams into the mutated rat with catastrophic force. Lin Zikin watches with wide eyes, completely astonished by the cyborg's overwhelming destructive power. While Zhang Wangxin and Shen Qing'an celebrate being rescued, Chen Chen's first concern is whether his bicycle survived, since replacing it would cost a fortune. Then another realization suddenly strikes Chen Chen, causing his eyes to widen in alarm. Looking down, he is horrified to discover that the expensive ghost shadow squid meat he just bought has already spoiled. He quickly concludes that absorbing life essence really does cause the meat to spoil, only with a delayed effect, so he decides to blame the heretic for the ruined purchase. Putting on a dramatic performance, Chen Chen insists the heretic roasted the meat, earning an amused smile from his mother. After everything settles down, the captain asks them to accompany the security team to the station to give their statements. While riding in the security vehicle, they pass the charred remains of the heretic, now reduced to little more than a foul-smelling pile of ashes. Chen Chen immediately connects the lingering life essence from the earlier beast Feng to the heretic's corpse, wondering if he can also devour the Rat King genes from it. He considers absorbing the Rat King genes from the freshly scorched heretic, knowing there's only one way to discover whether it's possible. Without anyone noticing, Chen Chen subtly reaches out his hand as a faint red glow quietly draws something from the air. Lin Zikin carefully watches the energy swirling around him, concentrating on the hidden absorption process. The system confirms his success. He has devoured a trace of the giant mutant rat's life essence, increasing his giant mutant rat bestiary progress to 5%. After successfully absorbing the essence, Chen Chen realizes that the fresher the source is, the more life essence he can obtain. Inside the police vehicle, Lin Zikin casually stretches and tells Officer Abing he simply needed to move after sitting for so long. At the public security office, the captain questions Chen Chen about his unbelievably accurate throw, despite already applying for a bravery reward on his behalf. Chen Chen casually explains that he often trains his right hand, technically telling the truth while avoiding the real reason for his accuracy. The captain stares at him with obvious skepticism, clearly unconvinced by the flimsy explanation. A moment later, Zhang Wangxin and Shen Qing'an arrive at the office, much to Chen Chen's quiet embarrassment. Clearly shaken, Zhang Wangxin rushes straight toward Chen Chen while anxiously calling out his name. She pulls him into a tight embrace, still frightened by what happened, while Chen Chen calmly tries to reassure her by bringing up the bravery reward. Still visibly shaken, Zhang Wangxin makes Chen Chen promise that he'll hide immediately whenever danger appears. She gently explains that all she wants is for him to grow up healthy and safe. Holding his mother's hand, Chen Chen promises to protect himself, a response that the captain quietly observes with lingering suspicion. Later, Chen Chen and Qinghan overhear several officers discussing how the Rat God cult has begun openly targeting university students. One officer vows to wipe the cult out completely, while another explains that defeating the Rat King is the real key, immediately capturing Chen Chen's attention. Chen Chen immediately pulls out his phone after realizing there is a surprising amount of information about the Rat God cult available online. He soon learns that the cult's main headquarters is located in Shanghai City and is made up of society's outcasts, whose activities have increased dramatically this year. Chen Chen rides home deep in thought, scrolling through his phone while quietly piecing together everything that's happened. His eyes suddenly narrow as eerie purple, claw-like shadows flash across his vision, like a warning seared directly into his mind. Somewhere in the darkness, the Rat King looms over rows of kneeling cultists, seemingly pursuing an even higher evolution while demanding endless evolution materials. A chilling thought strikes Chen Chen. Could the Rat King have actually developed true intelligence? Then another possibility crosses his mind, a rat as large as a couch. Could that terrifying monster be connected to the Rat King somehow? He quickly shakes the idea away, reminding himself that this is the South, where cat-sized rats aren't exactly uncommon. As they continue riding home, Chen Chen suddenly notices something unusual. Why has Qinghan become so unusually quiet? The scene shifts to Qinghan's trembling damp legs. Oh no, did it happen again? It turns out that whenever Qinghan becomes frightened or overly nervous, her body still reacts like a little child, and she simply can't hold it. Chen Chen can't help wondering whether this embarrassing habit might somehow be connected to a hidden talent no one has discovered yet. Back at home, Zhang Wangxin is in complete disbelief after discovering that the expensive beast meat she had been saving has mysteriously disappeared. Caught off guard, Chen Chen hurriedly makes up an excuse, insisting he accidentally dropped the meat while escaping during the chaos. Fortunately, his mother immediately softens telling him the meat doesn't matter as long as he returned home safely. Chen Chen quietly lets out a sigh of relief, secretly celebrating that he managed to fool his mother once again. Later, his father laughs off the danger, joking that he's a battle-hardened salaryman. Just before Chen Chen casually guesses, the meat has already spoiled, earning a suspicious glance. Meanwhile, the captain continues wondering how an ordinary middle school student could throw a stone with such unbelievable force. Suddenly, his eyes widen in alarm as something enormous catches his attention. Looking up in disbelief, he sees a gigantic rat-like monster and wonders where such a creature came from. The colossal monster violently slams its massive tail into the ground with overwhelming force. Without hesitation, the captain draws his pistol and opens fire, preparing to fight for his life. Meanwhile, Lin Zikin, now a middle school student, sits quietly in class, letting out a thoughtful sigh. His mind drifts back to his recent encounters with the Rat Man and the female cyborg, making him realize just how weak he still is. He begins brainstorming ways to earn money quickly, even considering becoming a top student influencer or selling study materials as a tutor. After giving it some thought, he dismisses both ideas, deciding they're far too high profile and anything but discreet. Then Lin Zikin suddenly has an epiphany, realizing he has been approaching his goal the wrong way. In a world ruled by gene fusers and cyborgs, martial strength carries far more value than academic achievement, and tournament prize money is on an entirely different level. With his priorities finally clear, Lin Zikin resolves to take real action and pursue the path toward his true potential. Before long, he arrives at Gymnasium Building C, where a line of students is already waiting. One student casually holds a water bottle while preparing for the upcoming training session. Lin Zikin enthusiastically greets the instructor, addressing him as Coach Guo. Coach Guo welcomes Zichen and asks whether he's there to officially join the martial arts team or simply ask a few questions. Zikin gets straight to the point, asking about the chances of competing in tournaments and how much prize money they offer. Coach Go confirms the opportunities, explaining that a single tournament prize can be worth tens of thousands. That answer is all Zikin needs to hear, and he immediately decides to officially join the martial arts team. Coach Guo loudly calls the other members over and announces that the team has a new recruit. He proudly introduces Lin Zikin as the school's Grand Slam champion from the recent sports meet. The introductions begin with Zhang Kai, followed by Huang Tianxing, who cheerfully asks everyone to call him Ah Xing. Next comes Li Shutong, better known as Little Li, and finally Han Yisuo, who introduces himself as Brother Suo. Zikin politely introduces himself in return and asks everyone to look after him from now on. Since Zichen has never received formal martial arts training, Coach Guo starts by demonstrating the most basic punching and kicking techniques. Coach Guo warns Zichen that these basic-looking techniques are far from easy, explaining that even the fastest learners usually need an entire week to master them. After watching the demonstration once, Zichen calmly steps forward and immediately assumes the correct stance. His eyes sharpen as heaven-sent martial insight activates, perfectly reproducing every movement Coach Guo just demonstrated. As Zichen begins moving, system notifications appear one after another, granting immediate increases to his vitality, strength, dexterity, and technique proficiency. He flawlessly unleashes a series of powerful punches and kicks at astonishing speed, leaving everyone speechless. Chen Chen executes the leg technique perfectly, instantly earning additional proficiency and stat increases from the system. Coach Guo is completely dumbfounded, blurting out that Chen Chen's level of talent is simply impossible. The other team members stare in disbelief as Chen Chen perfectly replicates the complex technique after seeing it only once. Coach Guo realizes Chen Chen must be a once-in-a-million martial arts prodigy to master techniques so effortlessly. The scene transitions to a peaceful nighttime view overlooking the brightly lit city. Back at home, Zhang Wangxin calls Chen Chen to dinner while standing in the kitchen with a spatula in hand. Chen Chen eagerly hurries into the kitchen, excitedly asking his mother what they're having for dinner. Smiling proudly, Zhang Wangxin reveals the ghost shadow squid she specially prepared because she knows it's Chen Chen's favorite. Chen Chen takes a deep breath and happily declares that the meal smells absolutely incredible. Laughing, Zhang Wangxin tells him to stop smelling it and start eating before it gets cold. Chen Chen takes his first bite and immediately savors the rich flavor of his mother's cooking. Watching him with a smile, Zhang Wangxin asks how the food tastes. Chen Chen declares that his mom's cooking is the best in the world, prompting her to happily tell him to eat as much as he wants, since she bought 3 jin. Suddenly, the system announces that he has devoured the Ghost Shadow Squid's life essence, raising his Ghost Shadow Squid bestiary progress by 3.01%. Realizing eating it works as well, Chenshin regrets wasting time experimenting by merely touching it. A news broadcast reports that a 14-year-old genius girl has become the youngest cyborg in history after successfully fusing with an energy core. A powerful female cyborg is introduced, displaying astonishing feats such as lifting a 200-kilogram SUV and sprinting 100 meters in only 3 seconds. Lin Zikin can't help wondering who is truly stronger, gene fusers or the advanced cyborgs dominating the headlines. A tragic news report reveals that security captain He Chunshan was killed and devoured overnight by a gigantic mutant rat. After seeing the destruction caused by the giant mutant rats, Chenshin becomes even more determined to push his already brutal training to the next level. Following another grueling period of training, Chenshin lowers his 100-meter sprint time to an astonishing 4.61 seconds. His standing jump now reaches an incredible 8.91 meters, while his raw strength grows enough to lift 1,000 kilograms with a single hand. Chenshin continues practicing martial arts relentlessly, determined to build even greater strength before the upcoming tournament. The story then shifts to another peaceful morning at school. The following morning, Chenshin heads to the gym for martial arts practice, with Shen Qinghan curiously following behind him. A cheerful pink-haired girl walks over and shyly asks Chenshin whether he's eaten breakfast yet. She warmly offers him a bottle of fresh milk that she brought especially for him. Chenshin politely thanks her but gently declines the offer, saying there's really no need. Elsewhere, another male student fumes with jealousy after seeing Chenshin not only take his championship but also reject a gift from the girl he admires. Unable to hold back any longer, the furious student suddenly rushes forward and shouts for Chenshin to stop. He angrily accuses Chenshin of being rude, but Chenshin calmly explains that he's allergic to milk, an excuse the other student immediately dismisses as a lie. The enraged student points directly at Lin Zikin and challenges him to a spar in front of the entire gym. If he loses, he'll never bother Zikin again, but if he wins, Zikin must drink the entire bottle of milk. A faint smile appears on Zikin's face as he realizes the challenge has triggered his 4th achievement mission. Defeat 1,000 opponents in official matches using only primal combat methods to obtain the survival of the fittest trait. With a confident smile and a faint purple aura crackling around him, Zikin calmly accepts the challenge. Meanwhile, the pink-haired girl who offered Zaishin the milk becomes excited after hearing he's about to duel a senior, and she rushes over with Shen Qinghan to watch. Before long, the gym is packed with students who form a huge circle around Zikin and his opponent in anticipation of the showdown. Shen Qinghan, her face bright red, enthusiastically cheers for Zikin, urging him to teach that guy a lesson. The pink-haired girl joins the excitement, promising to snap plenty of great photos of Zikin during the match. The rival student glares in frustration, clearly annoyed that everyone is rooting for Zikin instead of him. He silently vows to crush the so-called Genius Junior before Zikin grows any stronger, so he can keep showing off his own superiority. Completely unfazed, Zikin casually asks if they can hurry things up because he already has dinner plans. The rival student smirks, mistakenly taking Zikin's relaxed attitude as a sign of weakness, and agrees to grant his wish. Coach Go steps back and reminds both students to value friendship above victory before officially signaling the start of the spar. Just as the match is about to begin, the rival student suddenly shouts, "Wait a second!" With a smug grin, he boasts that since he's trained for 2 years while Zaichin has only trained for a month, he'll generously allow Zaichin the first 3 moves. "All right," Zikin replies calmly. In the very next instant, he vanishes and drops his opponent with a single devastating strike before the senior even realizes what happened. Lin Zikin's lightning-fast punch shoots straight toward his arrogant opponent with overwhelming speed and precision. The blow lands with tremendous force, violently snapping the rival's head backward as blood spurts from his nose. In an instant, the overconfident senior collapses unconscious onto the floor, completely defeated by a single punch. Coach Go's eyes widen in utter disbelief as he blurts out, "What? 1 punch?" The students gathered around the arena stand frozen in shock, unable to believe what they have just witnessed. Among the stunned crowd, Shen Qinghan excitedly cheers at the top of her lungs, celebrating Zichin's overwhelming victory. The pink-haired girl who had offered Zikin milk earlier joins the applause as well, clearly captivated by his incredible strength. The system acknowledges Chenchin's effortless victory, granting him priority mating rights, while recording one of the 1,000 required victories toward his new attribute. With a friendly smile, Chenshin casually suggests that the other senior members should take this opportunity to spar with him as well. His seemingly innocent invitation instantly sends the remaining students into a panic, their faces twisting with pure terror. Suddenly, everyone comes up with an urgent excuse, claiming they have cram school, need to get home, or even insisting they suddenly need to use the bathroom. Meanwhile, the defeated Zhang Kai slowly regains consciousness and desperately tries to save face, insisting he only lost because of a sneak attack. Coach Guo tells Zhang Kai to accept defeat, but privately wonders whether Zichen's punch was luck or genuine skill, so he decides to test him against Xu Lizi. The unlucky Xiao Lizi turns pale the moment he hears his name, clearly horrified at the thought of facing Chen Chen. As he reluctantly takes his fighting stance, Xiao Lizi can only beg Chen Chen to go easy on him, and above all, not hit his face. 10 minutes later, Chen Chen's version of a light spar has somehow left every senior member sprawled across the gym floor. Chen Chen soon realizes that casual sparring doesn't count toward his system. Mission-only official victories like his win over Zhang Kai advance the defeat 1,000 rivals achievement. Beaming with pride, Coach Guo praises Zikin as a true martial arts genius and the team's new ace after only a month of training, leaving Zikin slightly embarrassed. Coach Guo confidently declares that with Zichen on the team, Shanghai High is guaranteed to win the upcoming regional martial arts tournament. Zikin's eyes light up as he realizes the tournament will be the perfect opportunity to defeat large numbers of opponents and rapidly progress his achievement. Looking ahead, he resolves to use the competition to pile up victories and move one step closer to unlocking natural selection. Just then, a familiar voice suddenly calls out Zikin's name. It's Zhang Kai, who dramatically announces that he accepts defeat and won't complain no matter how humiliating Zichen's request might be. Everyone, including Zichen, stares at Zhang Kai in complete disbelief after hearing his bizarre declaration. Still looking confused, Zhang Kai watches as the other students suddenly flee in every direction before he can finish speaking. In this world, high school students must choose between the martial arts track and the academic track, with martial arts being by far the more prestigious option. Determined to qualify for the martial arts class, Shen Qinghan trains relentlessly, running behind Zichen while urging herself to keep up. Their demanding routine begins with a 3,000-meter run before moving into an hour of martial arts drills to sharpen their close combat skills. Afterward, they push through endless sit-ups and push-ups, steadily building greater strength and endurance. Gritting her teeth, Shen Qinghan refuses to give up, persevering through the exhausting push-up training with unwavering determination. After each exhausting training session, Lin Zichen helps Shen Qinghan stretch before gently massaging her sore legs. Chen Chen continues pushing himself through brutal training, determined to unlock the new natural selection attribute before the tournament begins. For the next month, Lin Zichen trains relentlessly, focusing every ounce of effort on unlocking the powerful natural selection attribute as quickly as possible. At last, the long-awaited day of the martial arts tournament arrives, and Chen Chen steps in wearing his tracksuit fully prepared. The city gymnasium is packed with spectators, as brilliant lights shine down on the competition ring for the grand event. Coach Guo from Shanghai High looks visibly concerned after learning they have been matched against the powerhouse team from Shanghai No 1 High. The other Shanghai High students share the same concern, pointing out that Shanghai No 1 High has a prodigy capable of running 100 meters in under 9 seconds. Ignoring everyone's anxiety, Lin Zichen confidently raises his hand and volunteers to fight in the opening match. Although surprised by Chen Chen's confidence, Coach Guo agrees to let him lead the team with the first bout. Coach Guo and Shen Qinghan enthusiastically cheer Chen Chen on as he walks toward the ring for his tournament debut. Stepping onto the ring with unwavering confidence, Chen Chen leaves a faint crack beneath his foot. Standing across from him is a massive, heavily built opponent who admits it's impressive that a first-year student has made it this far. His respect quickly turns into mockery as he sneers at Chen Chen, calling him a shorty and claiming this stage isn't meant for someone like him. Flexing his enormous muscles, the arrogant opponent boasts that he'll show Chen Chen what a true gap in size and strength looks like. With the referee's signal, the high-stakes match officially begins, and the arena instantly falls silent. The towering fighter from Shanghai No 1 High immediately charges forward, throwing a powerful punch straight at Lin Zichen. Lin Zichen moves like lightning, effortlessly dodging the attack and leaving his giant opponent completely stunned. Chen Chen instantly slips inside his opponent's guard, making the larger fighter's overwhelming strength completely useless. With a single lightning-fast strike, Lin Zichen sends the enormous opponent flying across the entire arena. The announcer stands frozen in disbelief before finally managing to stammer, Lin Zichen wins," as Chen Chen remains standing calmly in the center of the ring. A lively teammate with vibrant purple twin tails and bright pink eyes erupts in cheers, praising Chen Chen's unbelievable victory. The rest of Chen Chen's teammates burst into celebration, amazed by his overwhelming performance, with one even joking about the defeated fighter's dead muscles. Meanwhile, Coach Go sternly lectures the fallen giant, stressing that proper footwork is the foundation of martial arts. Lin Zikin wears a confident smile as his system confirms his second official victory, reminding him that tournament matches are the fastest way to progress. Coach Guo immediately sends out Chen Feng, ordering him to crush the little first year, and Chen Feng confidently accepts the challenge. With a determined expression, Chen Feng steps onto the ring and settles into a well-practiced fighting stance. The announcer's voice echoes throughout the arena as he loudly declares, "The duel, begin." Chen Feng wastes no time charging forward, throwing a fast and powerful punch with all his strength. But before he can react, it feels as though two Lin Zikens appear before his eyes, one dodging, while the other attacks with unbelievable speed. Just like the previous opponent, Chen Feng is launched through the air and defeated instantly by Chen Chen's overwhelming strength. Another challenger collapses motionless onto the arena floor, completely overwhelmed by Lin Ziken. Medical staff rush onto the stage with a stretcher, worried that the unconscious fighter may have suffered a head injury. The stunned spectators whisper among themselves, wondering whether the Shanghai High freshman is unbelievably lucky or if the matches are somehow fixed, while a few even jokingly demand refunds. One tournament official, however, knows this has nothing to do with luck and realizes the first year from Shanghai High is the real deal. Meanwhile, Shanghai No One High's coach instructs his next fighter, Gao Fei, to focus on defense above all else and make sure he doesn't lose. Gao Fei confidently assures his coach that he'll bring home the victory, convinced that Lin Ziken relies on speed rather than strength. Gao Fei boasts that his own superior speed and combat experience will easily secure the win. The audience marvels at Gao Fei's speed, noting that his father is a gene fuser, which explains his exceptional physical abilities. Most spectators believe the first year from Shanghai High is finally about to meet his match, though a few can't help wondering how terrifying he'll become in the future. With every eye fixed on the arena, the announcer raises his voice and officially signals the start of the next duel. Gao Fei wastes no time launching his attack, charging toward Lin Ziken with blinding speed. He unleashes a relentless flurry of strikes while shouting the name of his technique, flowing water-shattering rock fist. Watching from the sidelines, Gao Fei's coach erupts in anger, reminding him that he specifically ordered him to focus on defense. Gao Fei smirks to himself, convinced a genius like him has no need to defend, while Lin Ziken calmly decides to observe and learn the unfamiliar technique. Despite his confidence and powerful martial art, Gao Fei grows increasingly frustrated as none of his attacks can even touch Lin Zichen. Unable to hide his frustration, Gao Fei demands to know how Chen Chen keeps dodging every strike, only for Chen Chen to calmly ask if that's all he's got. Feeling completely humiliated, Gao Fei flies into a rage and unleashes an even fiercer barrage of punches. Completely unfazed, Chen Chen declares it's time to end the match before finishing it with a single decisive kick. The entire arena falls silent, the spectators staring in disbelief with their jaws practically on the floor. Chen Chen's teammates erupt in celebration, calling him an absolute beast. After his third effortless victory in a row, a title Chen Chen doesn't mind at all. As the tournament continues, Chen Chen finds that each new opponent seems even weaker than the last, making every match feel effortless. Before long, Chen Chen single-handedly defeats all 5 fighters representing the powerhouse Shanghai No One High. Over the next 2 days, Chen Chen continues his incredible run, eliminating the representatives of 2 more schools almost entirely by himself. Thanks to Chen Chen's overwhelming performance, Shanghai High captures the championship of the 8-school tournament, leaving Coach Guo overjoyed. Checking his system afterward, Chen Chen realizes he has only defeated 16 of the 1,000 required opponents, meaning unlocking natural selection will still take a long time. Coach Guo then surprises Chen Chen by awarding him the largest share of the tournament prize money, a hefty 20,000 yuan, which softens the disappointment of his slow system progress. After adding the prize money to his previous earnings from academic competitions, Chen Chen now has a total of 30,000 yuan in savings. Unfortunately, the money disappears almost as quickly as he earns it, as Chen Chen is soon seen spending a fortune on even more Ghost Shadow Squid. Zhang Wangxin tells Chen Chen to slow down as he devours an astonishing 30 jin of Ghost Shadow Squid, raising his Ghost Shadow Squid bestiary progress to 33%. By his second year of middle school, Chen Chen reaches ordinary rank 4, capable of lifting 1,090 kilograms with one hand, jumping over 5 meters, and sprinting 100 meters in an incredible 4.49 seconds. Time flies, and before long, both Lin Zikin and Shen Qinghan graduate from Shanghai's middle school, now entering their teenage years. When the high school entrance exam results are released, Lin Zichen ranks first in both academics and martial arts across the entire district, while a tearful Shen Qinghan worries they won't be able to attend the same school. Although Shen Qinghan earns excellent academic scores, her martial arts results fall just short of Shanghai High's elite class, leaving her heartbroken. She then asks Lin Zichen to accompany her because the principal is coming to visit her home. Lin Zichen calmly explains that the principal is obviously coming to persuade him to remain in Shanghai High's martial arts program. But Shen Qinghan, still teary-eyed, wonders why she should be involved when it isn't even about her. Lin Zichen gently reassures Shen Qinghan, revealing that his only condition for staying at Shanghai High is that she be allowed to sit beside him as his deskmate, leaving her completely stunned. So, the Shanghai High principal visits Lin Zichen's home for a long chat, mainly just trying to secure our boy's genius for their school. The principal, looking satisfied with her recruitment pitch, wraps up the discussion, thinking she's got everything covered. As she's about to leave, she gives Lin Zichen one last chance to speak his mind if he has any other requests. Big mistake. Lin Zichen, with Qinghan by his side, drops his bombshell. His only request is for Shen Qinghan to be in the exact same class as him. The principal gives Qinghan an intense stare, clearly realizing that Lin Zichen's pencil request isn't so simple for the school's structure. But hey, a genius like Lin Zichen is worth the trouble. The principal, now smiling, gives her approval for the duo to attend Shanghai High together. And just like that, Lin Zichen and a beaming Shen Qinghan are officially headed to high school together, all thanks to our boy's negotiation skills. Fast forward a bit, and Lin Zichen, now in high school, effortlessly snags another championship in the final junior high martial arts tournament. What a surprise! With the prize money secured, our boy heads off to a quiet, isolated forest to finally fulfill a certain wish of his. Turns out he was only 20% away from unlocking the Ghost Shadow Squid Codex, and all that prize money went to buying enough monster meat to finish the job, far away from the city in case things got wild. Cliffhanger. Our boy Lin Zichen isn't wasting a second, immediately devouring a massive amount of Ghost Shadow Squid essence to power up. His eyes bug out as the system announces the Ghost Shadow Squid Codex is now 100% absorbed. And just like that, he unlocks a new biological attribute, the Blessing of Liquid Affinity, granting him water breathing and enhanced aquatic movement. But Lin Zichen seems a little disappointed, feeling his new water powers are, kinda underwhelming. He tests it in a nearby pond, confirming no skin wrinkles and easier swimming due to reduced resistance, but not much else. Turns out the Ghost Shadow Squid was just a low-tier beast, not even worth gene fusion, so our guy realizes he needs to aim for higher-grade meat later. He clenches his fists, already planning to hunt down tougher mutant beasts, maybe even those giant mutant rats he's heard about. With less than a week until high school, Lin Zichen suggests a beach trip with Shen Qinghan and their families to really test his new water powers. Shen Qinghan, rocking her cute swimsuit and pigtails, complains the seawater is freezing cold. Meanwhile, Lin Zichen is already a total pro, effortlessly swimming and diving, stacking up stats like vitality, muscle strength, and new aquatic skills. Qinghan, still on the shore, adorably asks Lin Zichen to teach her how to swim too. Our boy has an oops moment, realizing he totally forgot his bestie doesn't know how to swim yet. He starts patiently teaching her, secretly thinking her average athletic talent means she'll struggle. Problem is, she instantly proves him wrong. To his absolute shock, Shen Qinghan is suddenly swimming and diving like a pro, declaring it super easy. She's already a natural in the water, looking surprised herself as she dives with ease. Seems our girl has some hidden aquatic talents after all. Our water girl Shen Qinghan is glowing with an unknown power in the sea, while Lin Zichen looks absolutely dumbfounded. Turns out she can open her eyes underwater without any sting, casually claiming it feels kinda cool, which is definitely not normal. Lin Zichen, despite his own Blessing of Liquid Affinity, can't comprehend how she's instantly mastered advanced swimming skills. Then, a shocking realization dawns on him. No, wait. He connects her childhood bedwetting incidents to her current aquatic prowess, suspecting she was born with an innate water affinity. Our boy is now internally screaming, wondering if Shen Qinghan has some legendary cultivation body from a Shenxia novel. They dive deeper, and Shen Qinghan's natural talent continues to utterly dwarf his own hard-earned liquid affinity. She's been holding her breath for over 10 minutes, a feat that would challenge even trained pros. Yet she's a total beginner. Shen Qinghan remains unfazed, just calmly enjoying her underwater adventure. But suddenly, a creepy hiss, hiss, hiss sound starts echoing, creating a swirling current around her. Both kids are startled, realizing something is seriously off down here. Back on the beach, Lin Zichen notices Shen Qinghan is visibly shaken, asking why she's so nervous. She explains she kept hearing a strange, eerie sound underwater, almost like a voice she couldn't understand. It was a real-sounding female voice, in an unknown language, that only faded when they surfaced, leaving them both bewildered. Later, Lin Zichen searches online for answers but finds absolutely nothing about the strange underwater phenomenon. Our boy Lin Zichen can't sleep, so he trains, which immediately levels him up to ordinary Tier 5, boosting his stats like crazy. Now at Tier 5, our guy is officially strong enough to take on a grown-up giant mutant rat, which is pretty wild. Lin Zichen looks ready for anything, thinking he could probably rip a mutant rat apart with his bare hands. To test his new power, Lin Zichen heads to the beach, clocking a 3:64-second 100-meter dash and a nearly 7-meter vertical jump. He's literally soaring above palm trees now, showcasing his ridiculously boosted physical stats. And if that wasn't enough, he can now casually lift a 1,600 kilograms car with one hand. Just an average Tuesday for our MC. High school finally begins, and our boy, with Shen Qinghan by his side, walks in looking cool as ever, ready to conquer. But even on their first day of duty, word has spread fast, and the other students are already starstruck by Lin Zichen's legendary status. While on cleaning duty with Shen Qinghan, Lin Zichen gets a new system quest: complete 1,000 cooperative tasks for a social animal attribute. He's already wondering what that's all about. But with school being calm for now, Lin Zichen decides to hit up the supermarket. He's on a mission. Now that his Ghost Shadow Squid power is fully unlocked, it's time to pick his next monster meat target to absorb. But then his eyes widen, spotting something truly interesting. It's a savage giant eagle claw sitting in the freezer, looking pricey but tempting. With a devious grin, our boy declares, "This is the one," clearly already plotting his next power-up. Turns out the savage giant eagle is a higher-tier mutant beast, promising an even bigger stat boost than the last one. Our boy's new target, the savage giant eagle, has ridiculously sharp vision, 30 times better than a normal human. This means its predatory skills are top tier, able to snatch even shadow-like mutant rabbits right out of the air. Lin Zichen knows unlocking the savage giant eagle codex is absolutely worth it, especially since its meat is also one of the cheapest. With a glowing aura, our MC devours a trace of its essence, instantly making 1% progress on the savage giant eagle codex. Problem is, 1 jin of meat only gives 1% progress, meaning he'll need over 200,000 yuan to fully unlock it. Lin Zichen is determined to unlock the entire codex before his second year, knowing high school tournaments offer much higher prize money. Summer vacation ends, and it's time for Shanghai High School, where our heroes will begin their new high school life. On the first day, the homeroom teacher and the 4 main instructors, martial arts, mechanical augmentation, gene fusion, and wilderness survival, introduce themselves. First up for student introductions is Chiyu Shi, a polite girl who enjoys guqin, chess, calligraphy, and painting. Next is Zhongyi Jia, a cheerful girl who likes anime, cosplay, and sports. Then comes Peng Huoguang, who's more of a homebody, enjoying video games. Finally, it's Shen Qinghan's turn, and with all eyes on her, she's incredibly nervous. She shyly introduces herself, mentioning her love for drawing, and asks everyone to take care of her. Lin Zichen keeps his introduction short and sweet, simply stating his name and looking forward to working with everyone. Just as the bell rings, someone asks Shen Qinghan about her entrance exam score, leaving her looking shocked. Our purple-haired Chuqin looks utterly stressed as a bubbly, brown-haired classmate approaches. The bubbly classmate, Li Chuxin, cheerfully asks purple-haired Chuxin about her test score, revealing her own 709. Li Chuxin then admits her own score was 698, a little less than Chuxin's. But then, Li Chuxin pivots to the physical test score, complaining about her awful 95 points. Poor Chuxin looks like she's dying inside, revealing her physical test score was a measly 73 points. Oblivious, Li Chuxin keeps guessing ridiculously high scores for Chuxin's physical test. Chuxin, mortified, only manages a soft a little lower. Li Chuxin is still somehow convinced Chuxin's score is in the 90s, bless her heart. Just as Chuxin's embarrassment peaks, Lin Zichen slams his hand down, interrupting Li Chuxin's relentless questioning. Before Chuxin can catch her breath, a green-haired dude, He Yu, swoops in to ask for her WeChat. Chuxin silently thanks Lin Zichen for saving her from the awkward conversation with Li Chuxin, as our boy then joins the chat adding frenzy with He Yu. Our boy Lin Zichen then casually adds He Yu to his contacts, expanding his network. And just like that, Lin Zichen creates a Dawn Squad group chat with Chuxin, He Yu, and Li Chuxin. Lin Zichen's system then pops up a notification. He's completed another group collaboration task, reaching 2/1000, calling it basically on autocomplete. We learn that He Yu, the green-haired guy, is actually a young martial arts master from a prestigious family, ranking 8 in Nangguan City's youth tournament. And Li Chuxin? Turns out she's a legit rich girl whose family owns a chain of clothing stores across the district. Our MC, Lin Zichen and Shen Qinhan, quickly bonded with new classmates, purple-haired Chuxin and blue-haired He Yu, forming an inseparable quartet. During a casual chat, He Yu drops a bomb, asking who's the strongest in their class, a question that gets the conversation going. Li Chuxin, the brown-haired beauty, immediately guesses Lin Zichen, proudly pointing out his undisputed title as the district's top entrance exam scorer. He Yu is utterly shocked to learn about Lin Zichen's district-topping exam score, clearly underestimating our boy's hidden power. He Yu then warns that even Zichen's top score might not be enough, revealing 2 monsters specifically recruited by the principal from Nangguan City are in their class. He Yu introduces Wang Shujie, the first monster, a blonde-haired speedster who clocked an insane 7.98 seconds in the 100-meter sprint during Nangguan's entrance exam. Next up is Lu Gong, a muscular powerhouse who can effortlessly lift a 300 kilograms barbell with a single hand, making him the second monster of the class. Both Chuxin and Li Chuxin are absolutely stunned by these revelations, exclaiming in disbelief over their new classmates' incredible stats. But Lin Zichen just calmly closes his eyes, completely unimpressed, casually revealing that those monster stats were merely his elementary school achievements. After the bell rings, textbooks for the 4 core subjects are distributed: martial arts, gene fusion, mechanical augmentation, and wilderness survival. Since our boy already mastered all the textbook material back in elementary school, he uses his free time for intense, secret training in the woods. The looming threat of the Rat God cult with its elusive Rat King fuels Lin Zichen's determination to level up to Tier 6 so he can face mutant rats head-on. That afternoon, the class heads into the wilderness for their first practical survival lesson, where the teacher challenges them to make fire by friction. He Yu scoffs at the idea, finding the skill useless and questioning why anyone would bother learning it in their spare time. But before He Yu can even finish complaining, Wang Shujie, the blonde speedster, casually whips out a knife and instantly starts a fire by friction, leaving everyone utterly shocked. The martial arts teacher looks utterly shocked, asking how our students could conjure fire with just sticks. Wang Shujie, the blonde Nangguan Flex Lord, casually reveals he learned it from an extracurricular course, while Lu Gong, the bald one, picked it up online in elementary school. Not to be outdone, our guy Lin Zichen quickly shows the rest of his Dawn Squad, including Shen Jihan and Chuxin, how to start fires too. Later that day, the martial arts teacher begins to teach a special breathing cultivation technique, which somehow feels less like a lesson and more like another non-Wan duo show-off. Problem is, everyone, including a very low-key Lin Zichen, already knows this secret technique, making the teacher's efforts a bit awkward. A month flies by, and it's time for the class teacher to announce the first round of exams to test their progress. To sweeten the deal, the teacher reveals cash rewards for the top 3, instantly grabbing everyone's attention. Lin Zichen's eyes light up at the mention of the 888 yuan prize for first place, realizing it's almost enough to buy that precious savage giant eagle meat. With such tempting rewards on the table, the entire class is hyped up and ready to give their absolute best on the exam. Just when they thought they were done, Gene Fusion teacher Liu Darren drops another bomb, announcing a second, equally brutal test with the same enticing prizes. After 2 grueling exams, Lu Gang is completely wiped out. a perfect visual of the mental exhaustion everyone feels. Other students, including a brown-haired girl, vent their frustration, complaining about the ridiculously niche and obscure questions on the test. Even Tushin, the purple-haired girl, sighs deeply, admitting she'll be lucky to scrape 60 points despite aiming for 90. Amidst all the despair, the Nangwon duo show-off, Wang Shujie and Lu Gang, can't help but continue flexing about their near-perfect 95-point scores. Lin Zijin's patience is wearing thin. He's internally ready to punch both of them and make them shut up. The mechanical augmentation test scores are out, and the green-haired teacher announces that Guo Yanling got 56 points, while our girl Shen Xinhan scraped by with 61. Shen Xinhan is absolutely thrilled just to pass, and Lin Zichen, ever so nonchalant, tells her it's well-deserved. Lin Zichen's internal monologue reveals He Yu scored a respectable 88 points, making the rest of the class collectively gasp in surprise. Ivru, looking smug, attributes his score to just luck, and generously offers to treat his group if he secures third place and the prize money. Next up, the teacher reveals the Nanwan duo, Lu Gong and Wang Shuji, both scored an impressive 95 points, just one question shy of a perfect score. The two hotshots immediately start complaining they would have aced it with 10 more minutes to calculate, as if 95 isn't amazing enough. Hiri's face absolutely drops as he realizes his almost guaranteed third-place prize money has just slipped through his fingers. But wait, there's more. The teacher dramatically announces that one student actually got a perfect score. And of course, it's our genius Lin Zichen with 100 points. Lu Gang and Wang Shujie are completely flabbergasted, shouting that it's absurd, and clearly not having expected anyone to outscore their near-perfect performance. While He Yu is still moping about his lost prize, Shen Xinghan and Li Chushen cheery enthusiastically for Lin Zichen, declaring him incredible and Shanghai's glory. Ever the pragmatist, Lin Zichen's first thought after acing the test is to raise his hand and ask the teacher, "When do I get my 888 yuan prize money?" The teacher, mildly surprised, assures him he'll send the prize directly, secretly wondering why this brilliant student is so focused on cash. An hour later, a different teacher steps in to announce the results for the highly anticipated gene fusion exam, setting the stage for more score drama. The Nangwon duo once again get impressive scores, with Lu Gang at 81 and Wang Shujie at 83, but they still look dissatisfied, probably because they can't brag about being the best. Meanwhile, Shen Xinghan pulls off a surprising 78 points on the tough gene fusion test, landing her in the top 5 and looking absolutely ecstatic about it. Our boy Lin Zichen casually snagged another perfect score and prize, leaving the Nangwon duo and He Yu utterly speechless. The Nangwon duo, aka Blondie and Muscles, are still reeling, wondering how on earth anyone could get a perfect score without cheating. Their teacher, looking smug, quickly shuts down the cheating rumors, reminding them HE made the test, and there's no way to peek online. Meanwhile, some other classmates are just piling on, calling Blondie a disgrace to Nangwon City for being such a sore loser. Lunch break flies by, and soon it's time for the afternoon's main event, the Wilderness Survival Exam. Our teacher lays out the survival exam's challenges: climbing, swimming, and starting fire, all with cash prizes Lin Zichen's already got his eye on. Blondie tells Muscles they need to redeem themselves this afternoon after Lin Zichen absolutely dominated the morning exams. Muscles, still steaming from the morning, vows to crush Lin Zichen in the upcoming tests, completely oblivious to our boy's true power. First up, rock climbing, and just like that, Lin Zichen's already at the top, leaving the Nangwon duo literally clinging on for dear life way below him. Then, it's tree climbing, and our boy is so fast, Blondie can't even see his shadow, proving Lin Zichen's still leagues ahead. But hey, our boy's got a soft spot. He's more worried about Shen Xinhan, who's currently in last, but he knows she'll shine in the swimming part. Next, fire starting, and Lin Zichen whips out a flame in 58 seconds, leaving Blondie and Muscles scratching their heads, wondering how he suddenly got so good. Then comes swimming, and get this, not only is Lin Zichen crushing it, but Shen Xinhan unexpectedly rockets past him, leaving our boy wondering if he's hallucinating. After a day of getting completely outclassed, Blondie and Muscles are totally defeated, sitting in silence, utterly crushed. A month later, it's time for the martial arts team's progress test, with Coach Guo offering prizes for the top 3 to keep everyone motivated. The Nangguan duo is hyped, ready to prove that martial arts is all about raw power and technique, not boring theories or other scores. Before the sparring, Coach Guo, aka Han Yuan Feng, lays out the warm-up, testing everyone's 100-meter sprint, one-hand barbell lift, and vertical jump. Our boy Lin Zichen casually clocks in a ridiculous 78 seconds for the 100-meter sprint, setting the bar impossibly high. Next up, he lifts a massive 330 kilograms barbell with just one hand, like it's a feather, stunning everyone in the gym. And finally, Lin Zichen soars with a 18-meter vertical jump, securing first place in all 3 categories, just barely beating the others. Or so he pretends. The Nangguan duo is utterly dumbfounded, wondering how Lin Zichen got so ridiculously strong, while our MC internally grins about holding back. Bondi tries to rally Baldy, reminding him that technique still matters in real combat, and they might still have a shot to win the sparring matches. After the warm-up tests, everyone moves to the dueling rings, preparing for the actual sparring session. Lin Zichen confidently steps into the ring, ready to complete his survival of the fittest mission, but no one dares to challenge him due to his overwhelming stats. Getting impatient, Coach Guo has to force a nervous student named Lu Wei to spar with our incredibly overpowered MC. Lin Zichen dispatches Lu Wei with a single lightning-fast punch, dropping him instantly to save time and speedrun his achievement. He continues his rampage, taking down a girl student and several others with terrifying efficiency, trying to clear out the class quickly. The Nangguan duo watches in horror, finally realizing Lin Zichen wasn't even going all out in the physical tests. How can anyone possibly compete? Suddenly, Lu Gong, Baldy from the Nangguan duo, dramatically jumps into the ring, claiming to be at his peak and challenging Lin Zichen directly. Baldy confidently boasts he'll flatten Lin Zichen in 30 seconds, but his inner thoughts reveal he's actually eyeing an easier target than our MC. Lu Gang, the strength specialist of the Nangguan duo, charges in with a determined roar, ready to take on our boy. He unleashes a fierce barrage of punches, a whirlwind of power aimed right at Lin Zichen. But Lin Zichen, cool as ever, simply grabs Lu Gang's leg mid-attack, stopping him dead in his tracks. With what looks like zero effort, Lin Zichen effortlessly lifts the much larger Lu Gang clean off the ground, leaving him hanging in disbelief. And just like that, Lin Zichen slams Lu Gang down onto the mat, hard, ending the fight in a blink. Lu Gang is left on the floor, literally puking his guts out, a pretty clear sign our boy's power is no joke. Lin Zichen, with a confident smirk, acknowledges Lu Gang's technique is strong, but still declares himself a notch above everyone else. Our boy then scans the arena, already eager for his next opponent, thinking about racking up more points for his system mission. The other Nangguan duo member, Wang Shuji, steps up, proclaiming his fearlessness despite the previous crushing defeat. Wang Shuji, known for his speed, charges in with blinding momentum, aiming for a swift attack on Lin Zichen. He unleashes a flurry of ultra-fast movements, trying to overwhelm Lin Zichen with sheer velocity. But Lin Zichen remains completely unfazed, easily sidestepping every single one of Wang Shuji's rapid-fire blows. With a quick counter, Lin Zichen sends the speedy Wang Shuji flying through the air as if he weighed nothing at all. The excited crowd shouts for Wang Shuji to avenge his partner Lu Gang, piling on the pressure for him to perform. Visibly annoyed by the cheers, Wang Shuji charges towards Lin Zichen, determined to prove himself, announcing he was going to fight anyway. Lin Zichen stands ready, towering over his next opponent from the Nangguan duo, who's still foolishly convinced he can win this round. The cocky guy charges in, full of false bravado, declaring he's going all out against our boy. But what this idiot doesn't know is all out means absolutely nothing against Lin Zichen's lightning-fast, devastating counterattack. And just like that, one punch sends the poor guy flipping through the air, completely outmatched and out cold. He crashes to the ground, defeated and a little bit frothy, proving once again that Lin Zichen is in a league of his own. Our MC didn't stop there though, quickly taking down the rest of the boys in the class, one after another, like a human bowling ball. The remaining guys are left in utter shock and fear, realizing they're completely out of their depth against Lin Zichen's overwhelming power. Problem is, Lin Zichen's system only counts each unique opponent once for his survival of the fittest achievement. So he's left wondering if any of the girls would even be brave enough to challenge him next, only to find a sea of eager faces. Turns out he didn't have to wonder for long, as our purple-haired friend Li Chuxin eagerly raises her hand to challenge him. She launches herself at Lin Zichen with surprising speed, a testament to her own hidden talents. But even Li Chusen's impressive agility is no match for our boy, who casually dodges her attack, making it look effortless. She bounces off the wall, a little disappointed she almost managed to grab him, but still looking pretty determined. And just like that, the floodgates open. Other girls, including the pink-haired one, rush forward, eager to test their might against Lin Zichen. Our MC holds back, of course, just trying to rack up those unique wins for his system achievement as quickly as possible. Coach Han Veng announces a challenge. Our class will fight the strongest second-year regular class in 1 month, aiming for victory. Lin Zichen, our main guy, is secretly thrilled. These new matches are a blessing to quickly complete his survival of the fittest task. The hulking Lu Gang, still smarting from his loss, declares himself Lin Zichen's rival for the next 3 years, unaware of how quickly our boy will surpass him. Wang Shuji, the other Nangguan Duo member, also vows to wash away his humiliation before graduation, showing some serious resolve. Lin Zichen, completely unbothered by their threats, coolly calculates he's already earned over 3,000 yuan from today's spars alone, looking forward to his prize. The Nangguan duo just can't believe our boy's arrogance. He ignored them and then practically flaunted his earnings. But for Lin Zichen, it's simple. More money means more beast meat, and that means even faster power-ups for his Law of the Jungle ability. As night falls over Shanghai City, a new chapter is about to begin for our ambitious MC. Despite his winnings, the cash isn't enough to unlock the full Savage Giant Eagle Codex, so Lin Zichen decides to follow his parents' path and become a web novel author. The very next morning, he wakes up to a contract invitation from the UN platform. Looks like our boy's writing career is already taking off. But as he checks his novel backend, a piece of news catches his eye. A brutal beast attack is making headlines, involving gene fusers and cyborgs fighting for their lives. The news reports a giant mutant rat attacked a beast meat cold storage facility on the city's outskirts just hours ago. This monstrous rat was over 5 meters long and so strong it bit a cyborg clean in half. Talk about terrifying. With no other choice, the injured cyborg activated its self-destruct sequence, hoping to take the giant rat down with it. And just like that, the mutant rat was blown to smithereens in a massive explosion, ending the terrifying encounter. Our boy Lin Zichen is seriously wondering just how many more giant mutant rats are hiding in Shanghai City, ready to cause chaos. Meanwhile, over at Shanghai High's gymnasium, a sparring session is about to kick off. Coach Han Yuanfeng is giving his elite students the lowdown. The other class has strength in numbers, so they need to hit hard and fast. Lin Zichen, always thinking about his survival of the fittest system mission, steps up to volunteer first. More fights, more progress. The one blonde teammate freaks out, complaining to Coach Han that she's the weakest, and how is she supposed to fight the opposing team's strongest right off the bat? Brother Feng, a senior student, pipes up, reminding Coach Han about the unspoken sparring rules. The weakest go first, not the strongest. So our boy Lin Zichen is told to cool his jets and let his weaker classmates get their turn first. Lin Zichen, looking a bit deflated about the delay to his mission, reluctantly agrees. Coach Han then picks a pink-haired student named Yun Tong to go first, and she is not ready. Like, at all. Then Han Hung, Shen Qinghan, with her new purple pigtails, nervously volunteers, insisting she's the weakest and should follow the rule of going first. So it's a tense showdown in the ring, the blonde teammate versus a visibly shaking Han Hung. Their classmates tried cheering Han Hung on, but all it does is make her even more utterly terrified. Han Heng is a complete mess of nerves, looking like she's about to hyperventilate. And before Han Hung can even register a thought, the blonde girl lunges forward, ready to strike. Just like that, Han Hung is completely overpowered in a flash, getting pummeled by the blonde girl's rapid-fire attacks. Our Han Hung, already struggling, makes a last-ditch effort to outlast her opponent, hoping to drain the senior's stamina. 3 minutes later, the blonde senior is actually impressed by Han Hung's endurance, but decides it's time to end this fight quickly before she tires out. And just like that, the blonde senior delivers a powerful kick, sending Han Hung flying. Ouch. Poor Han Heng hits the mat hard, clearly outmatched and defeated. Han Heng is down and out, feeling the sting of defeat as the blonde senior stands triumphant. Coach Gual, ever the supportive one, praises Han Heng's strategy of focusing on defense and trying to wear down the senior. Yui pats her head, adding that lasting 3 minutes against a senior with an extra year of training is huge progress. Up next, Li Tuxin, thinking the senior is finally running on fumes, charges in for her own shot at victory. She goes for it full steam ahead, ready to capitalize on what she believes is a tired opponent. But the blonde senior, not tired at all, easily counters, landing a solid punch right to her face. Just like Han Heng, Li Chuashen is quickly flattened, crying "surrender" as the blonde senior stands over her, looking totally unbothered. The senior mocks her, asking if she was looking down on the regular class by attacking so recklessly. The senior then tells her to come back after another year of training, highlighting the skill gap. Not so fast, another determined teammate, fueled by anger, vows to avenge Han Heng and take down that cocky senior. She launches herself into a flying kick, determined to change the tide for her team. Our girl Chuxane cheers on, celebrating a victory we didn't see but totally makes sense given her amazing energy. Yu joins her, praising her for winning so easily after Shen Qin Han. Poor Han Han wore out the opponent first. 2 hours later, the matches continue, and a rival coach gloats to Brother Feng that his class has almost won their bet, with only 4 students left on Feng's team. But the cocky coach quickly lists the real heavy hitters remaining in Class 1, Grade 1, Lin Zichen, Wang Shujie, Lu Gang, and Yu, hinting the real fights are just beginning. The coach then calls upon Yu, who steps up with a confident smirk, ready to dominate. He wastes no time, taking a powerful stance and declaring he's got it. He provocatively asks his senior opponent if he's ready to face his rock-hard punches. The senior, looking utterly unimpressed and perhaps a little annoyed, calls Yu pretentious and cringy. But before Mr. Smug Sr. can finish his trash talk, Yu instantly strikes, ruining the senior's cool moment with a lightning-fast punch. And just like that, the senior is flattened on the ground, gasping in pain, utterly shocked by Hyu's speed and power. His own coach, a bald man, storms in, scolding his fallen student, calling him trash for being defeated so quickly. Then, the bald coach turns his rage on Hyu, calling our boy a brat and arrogant. He then makes the bizarre decision to attack Hyu himself, promising to give him a taste of real strength. But Hyu is too fast, effortlessly dodging the coach's punch, leaving the bald man utterly flabbergasted. With another swift movement, Hyu retaliates, delivering a powerful kick that sends the arrogant coach flying, proving he's on a whole other level. Hyu's opponent gets utterly flattened by his power, confirming our boy's skills. Li Chuqin and her friend cheer wildly as Hyu racks up more wins, knocking down opponent after opponent. Hyu continues his rampage, delivering powerful punches and kicks that take down more foes with ease. Our boy Hyu, after a fierce winning streak, bravely declares he can take on more, but you can tell his stamina is starting to flag. Unfortunately, the 6th opponent proves too much and Hyu is finally taken down, leaving Class 1 with only 3 fighters left. With their numbers dwindling, the teacher calls upon Wang Shujie, the speed experts, to step up. And just like that, Wang Shujie, ready to prove his speed, charges into the fray with a powerful leap. Wang Shujie's insane speed allows him to decimate the enemy team, taking down 10 opponents in a flash. The opposing coach is baffled, wondering where this powerhouse came from, since he doesn't recall anyone this strong in Class 1. Coach Guo gloats, explaining Wang Shujie as a transfer student and reminding the rival coach that he's about to lose their bet and buy everyone a meal. The rival coach dramatically cries, realizing his bet is doomed, and even fears Wang Shujie might be too much for Lin Zichen, calling him a monster. Teacher Han gives Lin Zichen a pep talk, telling him to spar for experience and not stress about the outcome. But our boy Lin Zichen just smirks, casually telling Teacher Han, "Don't worry, I'll win." Lin Zichen steps up to face a massive, arrogant opponent, who, despite his size, tries to play it cool, remarking on Lin Zichen's skinny frame. Li Chuqin and the girls are absolutely hyped, showering Lin Zichen with encouragement and warning the fatso opponent that he's about to become meat patties. The massive, arrogant opponent, later identified as Wang Jinhe, taunts our boy Lin Zichen, offering to stand still for 10 moves. Mr. Overconfident then smirks, declaring he doesn't want Zichen's fangirls to complain he bullied the weak. Classic villain monologue setup. Lin Zichen, with a knowing smile, just calmly says, all right, accepting the challenge like it's nothing. Wang Jinhe then strikes his chest dramatically, inviting Lin Zichen to go all out and attack me with full force. But our MC doesn't need 10 moves. He just needs one, unleashing a punch so powerful it makes Wang Jinhe's eyes pop wide open. And just like that, the big guy is sent flying through the air, crashing hard onto the ground with a shocking impact. The entire crowd watches in stunned silence as Wang Jinhe lies motionless, completely defeated on the floor. Then, pandemonium. The students, especially the girls, erupt in wild cheers for Zichen's insane one-hit victory. Moments later, Wang Jinhe regains consciousness, completely dazed and confused, exclaiming that his defeat is unreasonable and not scientific. Meanwhile, Hiyu chats with Teacher Feng, comparing Lin Zichen's overwhelming strength to a legendary senior named Wu Tiancheng. Teacher Feng quickly corrects them, stating that Wu Tiancheng was not even human, a freshman who practically terrified the principal with his power. Intrigued, our boy Lin Zichen walks up, asking about this mysterious Wu Tiancheng. Hiyu explains that Wu Tiancheng was a senior from a few years ago who, in his first year, dominated the top third-year elite class. Hiyu then lists Wu Tiancheng's ridiculous stats, like a 6,000, 12-second 100-meter dash and lifting a 650 kilograms barbell, before asking Lin Zichen if he's scared. Our MC gives a little scared, while secretly thinking to himself that those impressive stats are almost catching up to his elementary school summer vacation power levels. What a humble brag. The team heads to Ming Sheng Restaurant for a victory celebration, all thanks to our boy Lin Zichen's legendary performance. One of the upperclassmen raises a glass to Zichen for leading them to victory against the senior year 2 ordinary class. The entire team is hyped, chanting Zichen's name and even giving props to Brother Chen for their win. Suddenly, everyone's flocking to Brother Chen, asking for training tips and WeChat IDs, making Zichen internally cringe a bit from the sudden fame. Through it all, our ever-loyal Shen Qinghan remains unfazed, focused solely on making sure Zichen's bowl is piled high with food. But her peaceful dinner is soon interrupted as she overhears some not-so-friendly whispers. Looking flustered and a little sad, Shen Qinghan quickly excuses herself to the restroom, trying to escape the negativity. Zichen notices her reaction, making an internal comment about her unchanging sensitive nature, and her uncontrollable urge to pee too. Meanwhile, 2 girls are openly gossiping about Shen Qinghan, calling her a bootlicker for pouring drinks and peeling shrimp for Zichen. They wonder how someone like her, with seemingly less ability, got into the elite class and predict she'll eventually drift apart from Zichen. Shen Qinghan, having heard every cruel word, stands up with a pained expression and vehemently denies being a bootlicker. She bravely declares, "I'm his childhood sweetheart," leaving the gossiping girls speechless. Later, walking home, Zichen notices Shen Qinghan is still downcast, asking if something happened. She sadly recalls her mom telling her she'd grow out of wetting herself when she grew up. But the unfortunate truth is, even now, she still wets the bed and has to wear a diaper at night. A secret she finds truly annoying. Still reeling from her embarrassing secret, Shen Qinghan tells our boy Lin Zichen she feels disabled because she can't even hold her pee. But Lin Zichen, ever the quick thinker, turns her shame into a future power-up, telling her it's not a disability, but an undeveloped superpower. Shen Qinghan's eyes widen at the word superpower. Clearly not expecting that answer, Lin Zichen confidently explains that her incredible water affinity is a prime manifestation of this supposed superpower, making her feel special. Then Shen Qinghan, a bit more confident, asks Lin Zichen if he, who's always been super strong, also has a superpower. Of course, our guy Lin Zichen, with a smirk, confirms he's got one too, walking side by side with her, cool as a cucumber. Now fully on board, Shen Qinghan giddily wonders what kind of really powerful superpower she might unlock. Lin Zichen reassures her that it will definitely be a really powerful superpower, solidifying his clever lie. But the mood quickly shifts when Lin Zichen senses danger downstairs, spotting some official-looking rat exterminators and yelling for them to back off. They find a fanatical rat cultist trying to defend actual rats, screaming at the exterminators to stop, "Don't kill my brothers." The poor and deluded cultist cries out in anguish as his brothers get taken down by the exterminators. In a fit of rage, the broom-wielding fanatic charges forward, ready to fight the exterminators for his fallen rat comrades. Shen Chen Han freaks out, asking Lin Jian if the man is crazy, while our boy calmly speculates he might be mentally ill. Deciding it's not their fight, Lin Zichen grabs Shen Xinghan's hand and they wisely decide to ditch the chaos and head home. And just like that, they make it back to Lin Zichen's home, safe and sound for now. Lin Zichen's parents, Aunt Shen and Lin Yancheng, and Chen Chenhan's dad, Shen Jianye, are chilling on the couch when the news reports a young female teacher went missing. Aunt Shen is visibly worried, asking if this is the fourth young woman to disappear this month. But Dad Lin Yansheng corrects her, chillingly stating it's actually the fifth young woman gone missing. News reports confirm all 5 missing women are young and beautiful, advising others to be cautious and avoid going out alone at night. Aunt Xian, still anxious, tells Shen Jianye to keep a close eye on Shen Xinhan, and he promises to protect her. Meanwhile, at a Shanghai city security station, things are about to get really intense. Inside, a police officer and a scientist are discussing the captured rat god cultist who sits silently in the interrogation room. The scientist wonders if the cultist is a mental patient since he hasn't said a single word, but the officer knows better, recalling the cultist was screaming his head off at the market just before his arrest. Suddenly, a surge of dark energy sparks around the cultist, shocking both the officer and the scientist. As transforming, the cultist turns into a horrifying giant mutant rat, prompting the officer to frantically call for cyborg backup. Outside, other officers desperately open fire on the rampaging rat monster, but their bullets are barely making a dent. Their superior confirms the worst. All cyborgs are deployed and they're running out of ammo, with backup at least 10 minutes away. The superior orders his team to get in a car and lure the monstrous rat away, hoping to buy precious time until reinforcements arrive. The blue-haired officer takes the wheel, while the first officer, now looking utterly terrified, braces himself in the passenger seat. Police officers bravely lead a massive mutant rat away from the city, hoping to buy time for backup. But this beast is no joke. It violently tosses the police car around like a toy, causing immense damage. In an instant, the police vehicle is utterly destroyed, leaving nothing but twisted metal and dust. A female officer, battered and upside down in the wreckage, sadly realizes their efforts were in vain. The monstrous rat, seemingly unharmed by the ordeal, lets out a terrifying roar, asserting its dominance. Just then, a flurry of powerful explosions erupts, striking the beast from above. Our purple-armored cyborg friend swoops in, launching powerful projectiles and locking onto the target with deadly precision. She unleashes a barrage of attacks, yelling "Die" as more explosions rock the giant mutant rat. However, the sneaky mutant rat manages to dig a hole and escape, leaving behind a massive crater and the cyborg to observe its grave injuries. Cut to 3 a.m. over a sleeping Shanghai city, but not everyone is resting peacefully. Our boy Lin Zichen is secretly killing it as a web novel author, hitting 100,000 words and earning over 10,000 yuan. Too hyped about his earnings, Lin Zichen sneaks to a hidden alley for a late-night training session away from prying eyes. He's already a superhuman, a 100-meter sprint in just 3:43 seconds and a vertical jump of an insane 722 meters. He believes he can reach sainthood purely through physical body improvements. Talk about ambitious. As he continues his intense, silent training, Lin Zichen suddenly senses something unsettling in the empty alley. Our boy Lin Zichen finds himself face-to-face with a mutated rat man, who's creepily apologizing for trying to eat its brother because it was too hungry. Lin Zichen is shocked, realizing this creature might be the giant mutant rat from the news that just escaped and transformed. He plans to escape and call the police. But the rat man chillingly declares it doesn't need to eat its brother anymore. It can just go eat other people instead, before Lin Zichen can react. The rat man lunges with terrifying speed, repeatedly screaming, "Meat! I want to eat human flesh! It's too fast to dodge!" With no other option, Lin Zichen decides to fight the monstrous rat man head-on, showing serious resolve. In a blur of motion, Lin Zichen unleashes a barrage of blows, hitting the rat man repeatedly and knocking it off balance. The rat man is stunned, bewildered by how this weak student has such immense power. Lin Zichen stands victorious over the defeated and weakened rat man, who's now on its knees. But our boy isn't taking chances. He drops a massive rock directly onto the rat man's head for good measure. He follows up with a lightning-fast flurry of attacks, creating after-images as he moves, determined to finish it off quickly and not give it any chance to retaliate. The Rat Man takes the full force of Lin Zichen's devastating combo, getting absolutely obliterated. Panting slightly, Lin Zichen surveys the scene of destruction, littered with the monster's remains. Wondering if it's finally dead, he double-checks, touching the creature's remnants to confirm its demise. His system confirms he absorbed 2% of the giant mutant rat's life essence, bringing his giant mutant rat codex to 7%. But he notes it's a trace amount, much less than expected. Deciding it's not safe to stay, Lin Zichen heads back, leaving the chaotic scene behind as morning approaches. Our purple-armored cyborg friend arrives at the scene, only to find the Rat Man already taken care of, making her wonder who beat her to the punch. Meanwhile, deep within the city's shadows, some dark business is going down. We cut to a creepy ritual site where a hooded cultist drags an unconscious woman ready for a sacrifice. He lays the poor lady on a blood-red magic circle, humbly presenting her to his Lord Rat God. But this Lord Rat God isn't easily pleased, asking, "Only one woman? Are you trying to starve me to death?" Ouch! The cultist immediately prostrates himself, desperate to explain why the offering is so meager. He whines that capturing women has become super hard as they're all cautious and travel in groups now. The Rat God, clearly annoyed, just tells him to go capture young men next time. So much for gender equality, huh? Our cultist bows deeply, pledging to obey, probably sweating buckets. Just then, a piece of raw, bloody meat appears out of thin air, a gracious gift from his monstrous deity. He eagerly devours it, clearly getting a power-up from the Rat God's dark blessing. And the sacrificed woman? She's quickly consumed by gooey red tendrils dissolving into the ritual circle. Gross. The Rat God's monstrous maw opens wide, hinting at its true, terrifying form as it feasts. The god declares that ordinary people taste bad and demands high and mighty nobles for its next meal because their meat is rich and tender. Talk about a refined palate. Back to our boy Lin Zichen, who's busy training Chuchuin, making sure she's ready for battle, even as the Rat God plots bigger snacks. Lin Zichen is busy coaching Chuchen to her martial arts moves, carefully correcting her stance. Our boy then tells Chuxin to unleash her full power, ready for a sparring session. Chuxin, full of determination, charges forward, ready to strike. She lands a punch, and Lin Zichen surprisingly praises her for her improved form and power. Their intense training continues as Chuxin practices her kicks, holding on to Lin Zichen for support. Lin Zichen, still the diligent coach, corrects her sweeping kick, emphasizing proper leg separation. He makes her repeat the corrected move, ensuring she gets it right with a few light taps. Chuxin is absolutely exhausted from the session, but feels her martial strength growing stronger. She's so eager to improve, she asks Lin Zichen if they can train daily instead of just 3 times a week. But Lin Zichen, ever pragmatic, explains that daily training is too much, and Chuxin agrees to stick to the current schedule. Later, while relaxing, our duo gets serious as they watch a special news report on Lin Zichen's phone. The news reveals the Mecha Deity Group is offering free treatment to a former cyborg prodigy girl who was disabled by premature mechanical modifications. Then, Lin Zichen sees another shocking report about a Kyoto University genius who achieved a second gene fusion, making him wonder if it's that Kyoto prodigy from before. The report emphasizes how dangerous early gene fusion is, making this Kyoto prodigy's success before 18 an even more terrifying feat, pushing Lin Zichen to question if gene fusion is the ultimate choice. The scene then shifts, showing a nighttime view of Shanghai City with Lin Zichen's home brightly lit among the buildings. Our boy Lin Zichen is a writing machine, with his novel getting rave reviews for rapid updates and readers calling him a writing monster with extra hands. Thanks to his insane biological attributes, Lin Zichen can pump out 10,000 words an hour, flexing his natural wisdom of prose without missing a single training session. His dad, Lin Yansheng, tells Lin Zichen his novel is crushing it, estimating 50,000 yuan in royalties the first month and potentially 100,000 later. Lin Zichen calculates his new income, realizing 50,000 yuan a month is perfect for funding his Beast Codex obsession, especially the Fierce Great Eagle Codex. Back in martial arts class, Coach Han Yuan Feng announces a sparring session to check everyone's progress, probably to humble some kids. And just like that, Lin Zichen dominates the martial arts stage, making quick work of his sparring partner. He dispatches his opponents so easily they can't even get a hit in, showcasing his overwhelming strength. Lin Zichen collects his 8888 yuan prize money and some sweet experience points for completing his primal dominance achievement. Meanwhile, poor Shen Qinghan, looking glum next to Chu Xin, still can't land a win, ranking dead last in class. A flashback shows Shen Qinghan getting brutally kicked off the stage in less than 3 seconds by Wen Yuntong, the second-to-last ranked student. But this time, our girl puts up a fight, holding her own for almost 3 minutes against Wen Yuntong, landing some solid hits and kicks. Coach Han Yuanfeng, impressed, gives Shen Qinghan a proud pat on the back, encouraging her to keep up the grind. Coach Han Yuanfeng hypes up the class, announcing a major challenge. In 1 month, they're taking on the strongest second-year elite class, aiming to crush everyone but their top 3. He's beaming with pride, ready to unleash his star students on the unsuspecting second years. A month flies by, and Lin Zishen's novel royalties have already hit a cool 89,000 yuan, just shy of his 100k goal. Our boy Lin Zichen is back at the Beast Meat supermarket, looking to snag some fierce great eagle meat to power up. The shopkeeper offers a sweet 5% discount if he buys a massive 50 kilograms at once, a tempting offer. Lin Zichen, ever the strategic saver, decides to hold off for now, planning to save up enough cash for the bulk discount. The next day, it's back to high school life. But peace never lasts long for our protagonist. He's strolling with Chuckson, who's hyped about the new stir-fry window in the school cafeteria. They arrive, and the delicious aroma is so potent, even Lin Zishin has to admit it smells amazing. As they settle down, a commotion starts in the line, with some random student accusing Hiyu of cutting. Hiyu tries to explain he's just holding a spot, but the loudmouth isn't having it, escalating into a full-blown argument. Chuckson asks if they should intervene, but Lin Zhichen coolly says Hiyu's fierce aura is enough to handle the situation. And just like that, the initial agitator backs down, muttering about little brats. But the peace is short-lived as a whole squad of bigger, tougher-looking students shows up. Making a beeline for Hiyu, the new leader of this crew boldly announces they're cutting the line, doubling down on the intimidation tactics. Hiyu, holding his ground, shouts back at them, telling them to get in line like everyone else. Hiyu tries to push them, but a dark, powerful aura surrounds the bullies, making him realize he can't even budge them. Uh-oh. Back at the table, Chu Chin points out that Hiyu is definitely being bullied now, hinting that our boy might finally have to step in. Our boy Hiyu steps up, telling the rude classmate trying to cut the line to go to the back. But the bully guy just scoffs, daring Hiyu to do something about it. Hiyu simply whips out his phone and flashes a sly grin, threatening to report him to the teachers. The bully guy can't believe it, calling Hiyu's move contemptible. Hiyu just shrugs, retorting that cutting in line is even more contemptible, with a calm, smug look. And just like that, the bully guy and his crew are forced to retreat, grumbling in defeat. Meanwhile, in a fancy villa in Shanghai City's wealthy district, things are getting seriously creepy. The rat god cult leader announces that one of their members, Sha Qian, is dead after provoking a security team. Another cult member chimes in, saying Sha Kang totally deserved it for always causing trouble. The cult leader then introduces a new member to take Sha Kang's place, further escalating their sinister plans. Turns out Lord Rat God is a picky eater, declaring that ordinary people taste bad and demanding high and mighty sacrifices from now on. Some cult members worry about the risks of kidnapping important people, fearing severe consequences. But the cult leader has a solution. Kidnap the sons of wealthy but powerless merchants to lower the risk. He tasks the new cult member with capturing a handsome, ordinary young man as their first practice. Sacrifice. The eager newcomer promises to deliver the most handsome, divine child in the entire city to Lord Rat God. Hiyu and a teammate confirm the jerks who cut them in line were from Class 3, the second-year elite class they are about to challenge. Hiyu scoffs, noting that being smart doesn't always mean having good character, probably thinking of the upcoming fight. But a news alert catches Hiyu's eye, bringing a new wave of concern. Turns out, this is the 5th rich kid to go missing, with a huge reward offered for their return. The kidnappers aren't even demanding ransom, making Hiyu wonder if the disappearances are linked to that ominous rat god cult. Meanwhile, back at the gym, it's Judgment Day. Our first-year class is gearing up to challenge the strongest second-year elite Class 3. The tension is still thick with those obnoxious second years who previously gave Hiyu trouble, glaring down at them. But Hiyu's not one to back down. returning their arrogant gaze with a defiant finger. The perfect pre-match gesture. Warm-ups are over, and sparring begins. Our purple-haired friend, Chuchin, steps onto the martial arts stage first, ready to rumble. However, the senior sister is lightning fast, launching a powerful kick that's clearly too much for Chuchin. Court chucks and gets sent flying across the ring, showing just how outmatched she is. Even her best defensive tactics couldn't save her from the senior's overwhelming strength, leaving her defeated on the mat. Next up, our dark-haired Li Chusen tries her luck against the same formidable senior sister. But the senior sister is a true powerhouse, landing a devastating punch that slams into Li Chusen. The narrator confirms it. Not only Shen Qinghan off-screen, but also Li Chuxin and the others were completely powerless against this terrifying senior. Looks like our team's blondie senior sister just got knocked out, leaving the mat to the second-year elite class's formidable fighters. And here comes their ace, a stunning red-haired senior sister, confidently strutting onto the stage to assert dominance. True to form, she absolutely steamrolls through our students, defeating 9 opponents, including 3 boys, in under 10 minutes flat. Lin Zhichen laments how quickly their first-year class has been decimated, with only him, Wang Shujie, Lu Gang, and Hiyu left standing. Meanwhile, the elite second-year class still has almost all their members, not having lost a single male student yet. Talk about a power imbalance. Even Coach Han Yuanfeng is visibly sweating, realizing the massive strength gap and how dire their situation truly is. With the girls gone, Coach Han turns to He Yu, hoping he can sweep the remaining 6 female opponents from the other side. He Yu, ever confident, assures the coach it's no problem and prepares to enter the fray. He's so eager, he's even thinking about taking on more than just 6 senior sisters. A little too confident, perhaps? But true to his word, He Yu easily defeats all 6 girls, proving he's got serious skills, at least against that tier of opponents. However, his victory parade is cut short when the elite class sends in their first male, a scarred, aggressive-looking senior who greets He Yu with a chilling, "Are you ready to meet your end?" He Yu dismisses him as a weakling and vows revenge, completely underestimating the tough-looking senior. But what this idiot doesn't know is, his opponent isn't playing around and immediately launches a lightning-fast, powerful punch. Before He Yu can even react, he's pummeled by a flurry of devastating blows. And just like that, the confident He Yu is down for the count, clutching his gut, shocked by his opponent's speed and power. Talk about a reality check. This senior from the elite class literally steps on a first-year teammate, calling him trash and telling him to give up. So rude. But our short-haired teammate isn't taking that lying down, yelling, "Get lost," and swinging a punch. He even manages to land a kick, sending the senior stumbling. "Go, little guy." Unfortunately, the senior recovers fast, and our short-haired buddy is the one hitting the deck instead. He's clutching his gut, realizing he totally bit off more than he could chew with the strong senior. Oof, that's when our green-haired boy He Yu steps up, ready to face the smug senior who just won. With a dramatic leap, He Yu launches into action looking fierce. He Yu's punt, thinking, "Finally my turn is here." Clearly eager to get in on the action, his teammates are going wild, shouting, "Brother Chen, avenge He Yu." Confusing, since He Yu was the one fighting, but the sentiment is clear. Our boy He Yu charges at the senior, a blur of motion. The senior barely has time to react as He Yu's attack is too quick. Bam! He Yu easily slams the senior down, pinning him like it's nothing. He Yu doesn't hold back, ensuring his opponent stays down for the count. And just like that, the arrogant senior is seeing stars, completely knocked out. He Yu stands triumphant over his defeated foe, securing a swift victory for the first years. Another second year bites the dust, as our boy Lin Zichen leaves Chi Yu, a top 5 student, sprawled on the mat. The other second years are absolutely baffled, wondering how a junior could wreck one of their best so easily. Even He Yu, who knows Lin Zichen's strength, suspects he's still hiding a lot more than he lets on. The rest of the seniors can only gape, questioning if Lin Zichen is even human with that kind of power. Our boy, completely unfazed, just stands there and coolly asks, "Who's next? Who's?" While the remaining seniors look absolutely terrified. And just like that, the entire second-year team starts sweating bullets, clearly wanting no part of Lin Zichen. Half an hour later, the gym is a massacre, with all 29 remaining second years defeated, as Lin Zichen casually wonders about his primal dominance progress. But when he checks his system, only 119 opponents defeated. That's way too slow for our ambitious MC. Lin Ji-chen, realizing the school's sparring rules are holding him back, declares it's time to make his own rules and take matters into his own hands. Fast forward to Monday morning, where something shocking is about to happen outside the principal's office. Our boy boldly walks in and tells the principal he wants to arrange a personal challenge with a prize to fight the entire school. The principal, understandably bewildered, can barely believe a first year wants to take on everyone and demands to know his basis. Lin Jichen just calmly tells her to follow him to the gym, where he'll prove he has the strength to back up his insane claim. So our boy leads the stunned principal through the school, heading straight for the gym. The principal, looking completely lost, asks why Lin Zichen dragged her to the gym so late. This challenge is about to get wild. Our boy, Lin Zichen, is ready to show everyone just how strong he really is. The principal looks flustered, probably realizing Lin Zichen's plan might be a bit much for a high school. And just like that, Lin Zichen casually lifts a whopping 700 kg, making the principal's jaw drop and her eyeballs pop out. Turns out, Lin Zichen's strength is way beyond anything the school has ever seen, even surpassing the legendary Wu Tiancheng's first-year record. The principal, now fully on board with the chaos, agrees to arrange a school-wide challenge for our OPMC. Lin Zichen, ever the businessman, lays out the rules for his challenge, big prizes for anyone who beats him, but if nobody does, he takes the whole jackpot. The principal reassures him, promising to handle all the logistics exactly as our boy wants. Lin Zichen, being the strategic genius he is, tells the principal to keep his crazy strength under wraps, otherwise nobody will dare challenge him. The two co-conspirators finalize the plans, discussing how to best execute this epic school-wide beatdown. She's clearly enjoying being in on the secret, beaming like she's just orchestrated the greatest show on Earth. Meanwhile, the other teachers are absolutely losing their minds, wondering if they're dreaming or if the principal has finally cracked. They're bewildered by the principal's sudden 180-degree personality shift, from fierce to fawning, whenever Lin Zichen is around. Fast forward to 2 p.m. and the challenge arena is set, with a massive crowd of students ready to witness the spectacle. The principal steps up to the mic, officially introducing Lin Zichen, and detailing all the juicy rules and prizes for the epic challenge. As expected, the crowd erupts, with many questioning a mere first year's audacity to challenge the entire school. Our boy's challenge sparks outrage among students, who call him arrogant and question if he thinks he's stronger than the legendary Wu Tiancheng. Lin Zichen calmly announces he'll hold open sparring sessions every lunch break, happy that his primal dominance mission might unlock sooner than expected. Meanwhile, as night falls in Shanghai City, a blonde guy, a new member of the rat god cult, walks through the bustling streets. Two stunning women approach him, playfully inviting the handsome man for a couple of drinks at the bar. But this guy, clearly not interested in distractions, rudely tells them to get the hell away from him. As the women walk off, calling him zero sense of fun, our blonde cultist internally despairs, wondering if Shanghai City is truly this pathetic. He laments that after days of searching, he still can't find the 10/10 handsome man his rat god cult leader demands, with only average guys around. He panics about failing his sacrificial mission, dreading what the cult leader will think and fearing exclusion from the rat god cult. He dismisses the idea of kidnapping a male celebrity due to their bodyguards, admitting his newbie status means he lacks the power. With the mission deadline looming, our stressed-out blonde cultist scratches his head, wondering what he's going to do. Just then, a familiar figure jogs into view. It's Lin Zichen, casually running in a tank top and shorts. After all his searching, the cultist can't believe his luck, seeing our guy just show up without any effort. A terrifying wide grin spreads across the cultist's face. He's found the one he's been searching for. His eyes go completely black and wild as he notes the perfect empty road, making his twisted plan even easier to execute. And just like that, the blonde cultist fully transforms into a massive, grotesque rat monster, ready to launch its attack. Our boy Lin Zichen wastes no time, delivering a brick right to the mutant rat cultist's face. The rat cultist is completely disoriented, clutching his head and wondering what just hit him. Lin Zichen, ever the opportunist, immediately thinks about how this mutant rat man can help him level up his mutant rat codex. The rat man, utterly outmatched, just whines about his bad luck and how scary our boy is. And just like that, the fight is over. The scary rat cultist is down for the count. Lindgren is borderline disappointed, questioning if all rat god cult followers are this pathetically weak. No time for pity, Lin Zichen absorbs the life essence, boosting his giant mutant rat codex to 8%. But wait, it was only a 1% increase. Our boy is already complaining this guy was garbage. He decides it's safer to stop his late-night runs for now, acknowledging that not all cultists are as trash as this one. Some of these rat cultists can even tank bullets, which means he's got to be careful. The next morning, Lin Zichen is relaxing in his pajamas when the news drops a bombshell. The rat god cult has been completely wiped out. He's stunned. The very cult he's been investigating eradicated overnight. The news flashes images of the battle, showcasing a powerful figure, Wu Tiancheng, a Shanghai University teacher and advanced gene fuser taking down a massive rat monster. Wu Tiancheng unleashes a barrage of attacks, raining down sharp projectiles on the armored beast. And with a final, devastating blow, the rat god cult's monster is seemingly destroyed. First, we get a glimpse of an intense fight, ending in an overwhelming victory within just 30 seconds, likely showcasing the power of a top-tier gene fuser. This powerful gene fuser, none other than Professor Wu Tiancheng himself, reflects on his own incredible strength at the advanced biological level, a true genius. Meanwhile, the city sleeps under a quiet night sky, oblivious to the high-stakes discussions happening behind closed doors. Inside, a stoic, blue-haired agent inquires about Tiancheng's attempts to contact the teacher, hinting at a higher authority or mentor figure. Wu Tiancheng, looking calm in his tactical gear, confirms the teacher is still out of contact and mentions a group of powerful individuals are still missing after a riot at Source Site 36. The blue-haired agent asks about the situation at Site 36, and Wu Tiancheng assures him it's stable, which is why he's here to clean up the small fry who escapes during the chaos. The blue-haired agent is surprised by the term small fry, thinking of the infamous Rat King that even the city's security HQ couldn't handle, shown as a monstrous silhouette. But Wu Tiancheng, with a smug smile, implies that for a genius at his advanced biological level, even the terrifying Rat King is nothing more than a small fry. The blue-haired agent then teasingly suggests Wu Tiancheng return to their old school to give a lecture, but our guy playfully declines, claiming he has more serious work like guiding the adorable junior students. The scene shifts abruptly to a dark, ominous underground cavern, with the moonlight barely piercing through a hole above, signaling a dive into the rat cult's domain. A powerful, unseen entity berates a subordinate mutant rat, recounting its escalating appetite, starting with beggars, then the young, and finally the high and mighty rich. The shadowy figure continues to scold the monster, frustrated that it's causing chaos by eating people instead of focusing on growing its species and digging tunnels, despite all the effort put into bringing it there. The massive green-skinned Lord Rat God looms terrifyingly over the cowering mutant rat, demanding to know if it deserves to die for its disobedience. The mutant rat, its face a mask of fear, desperately begs its lord for another chance, sensing its imminent demise. The Lord Rat God, with glowing red eyes, coldly responds that it can indeed give another chance, but with a chilling, unstated condition. The fearsome Lord Rat God glares down at the smaller rat mutant, demanding it pay the price for its failures. But before the rat can protest, Lord Rat God rips out its eyes, seemingly enjoying the disgusting snack. Delicious, he mutters, proving he's just as messed up as we thought. He then taunts the smaller rat, calling it a coward for hiding while its brother, Wu Tiancheng, posed as the Rat King and took the fall. Despite the smaller rat's agony, Lord Rat God finishes it off with a brutal attack, ensuring no loose ends remain. Meanwhile, back at school, students, including our boy Hiyu, buzz about Lin Zichen's crazy challenge to fight the entire student body. Hiyu glances at his phone, which shows a wanted list for the remaining Rat God cult members, with rewards up to 500,000 yuan each. Hiyu eyes the bounty, a cool 500,000 yuan, just walking around, and you know his brain is already calculating. But our smarty pants Heiyu decides to play it safe, opting to get stronger first before chasing after any dangerous cult remnants. Back in the gym, a massive crowd has gathered around the ring for Lin Zichen's epic school-wide challenge. Our main man Lin Zichen stands center stage, soaking in the attention like the boss he is. He's not just there for fame, though. He's eyeing those sweet participation rewards the principal promised. A pink-haired student announces the challenge rules, promising big lottery prizes like a brand new game console and an iPhone. The crowd goes wild, not just for the tech, but for the chance to touch Shen Qinghan's hand during the lottery draw. Seriously? Cue a male student excitedly reaching out, yelling that he wants to challenge, probably hoping to impress Shen Qinghan. One female student, eager for a shot, leaps into the ring, shouting, "I'm in." Soon a whole horde of girls, stepping over their fallen male classmates, rush to challenge our boy too. Lin Zichen is quickly swarmed, surrounded by a ring of eager female challengers. One girl, Li Chushen, gets a little too close, touching Lin Zichen's arm and gushing about his strong arms. Even He Yu, watching the chaos, can't help but feel things are getting weird as the girls swarm Lin Zichen. Lin Zichen, facing the horde, steels himself, declaring he's not a fan of hitting girls. But his quest for achievement comes first, and with a lightning-fast strike, he sends the first girl flying out of the ring. The next one takes a direct hit to the gut, crumpling instantly. Lin Zichen clears the ring in a swift whirlwind of strikes, sending all the female challengers apologizing as they're knocked out. His system happily updates Primal Dominance 309,000. But wait, one of the girls, fueled by a desire for more interaction, wants a rematch. Our boy, however, shuts her down quickly. Defeated challengers cannot challenge again. Rules are rules, ladies. The girls are devastated, openly lamenting their lost chance to get closer to the martial arts prodigy. Just when things seem settled, a burly male student, clearly annoyed by Lin Zichen's annoying dominance, steps up, vowing to teach this brat a lesson. This guy thinks he's hot stuff. But before he can even blink, Lin Zichen sends him flying too, bumping his primal dominance score up to 419. Lin Zichen, our boy, is absolutely owning the school challenge, standing triumphantly over a pile of defeated students and asking, "Who's next?" Suddenly, a new challenger steps up, a confident brown-haired student with glasses, proclaiming, "M." The crowd gasps as they recognize him as Yan Xiaoshuan, the top student from the second-year elite class, a true monster of the school. Students whisper about Yan Xiaoshuan's past prowess, having once single-handedly defeated an entire class, yet he himself was humbled by a senior named Chen Wuxing. Yan Xiaoshuan, channeling serious vibes, approaches Lin Zichen, musing about how he too was once arrogant until he met someone stronger, hinting at a life lesson for our MC. Lin Zichen, however, just stares blankly, clearly unimpressed by Yan Xiaoshuan's dramatic monologue. Yan Xiaoshuan continues his sermon on humility and experience, but Lin Zichen, clearly bored, interrupts to ask the teacher if they can just get this fight started. Before Yan Xiaoshuan can even finish his pre-fight lecture, bam! Our boy Lin Zichen is already in his face with a lightning-fast attack. A mere blur in the ring, Lin Zichen moves with inhuman speed. And just like that, it's over. Lin Zichen casually pokes his ear, declaring, "Finally, it's quiet again," while Yan Xiaoshuan is seen utterly decimated and embedded in the ceiling fan. The entire crowd loses their minds, screaming that Yan Xiaoshuan was instantly knocked out, questioning if Lin Zichen is truly that overpowered. But the shock isn't over yet. The crowd shouts that Chen Wuxing, the actual school's top student who once defeated Yan Xiaoshuan, has arrived. Lin Zichen turns, a hint of curiosity in his eyes, wondering if this top student really intends to fight a first year. Chen Wuxing stomps forward, radiating anger, scoffing at Yan Xiaoshuan's defeat to a brat-like Lin Zichen, and the cycle repeats. Chen Wuxing tries to start his own monologue, but Lin Zichen, ever impatient, just asks the teacher to start the duel already. Chen Wuxing, the school's top student, charges Lin Zichen, convinced he's about to teach our boy a lesson in humility, confidently throwing the first punch. But what this hotshot doesn't know is he's just punched a brick wall disguised as a freshman. And just like that, our boy sends Chen Wuxing flying with a casual apology about being in a hurry. Chen Wuxing looks absolutely floored, shirt ripped open, realizing he got utterly smoked by a first year. The entire gym crowd is left gawking, eyes wide and mouths agape at the sheer absurdity of Lin Zichen's power. Our boy, completely unfazed, calls out to the stunned masses, telling them to stop spacing out and get up on stage. A nervous older student points to himself, asking, "Me?" And Lin Zichen confirms, "Yep, you haven't faced me yet." Lin Zichen grins, encouraging the next challenger who, despite asking for mercy, is secretly excited about the lottery ticket prize. Of course, he's instantly flattened, adding another satisfying point to Lin Zichen's primal dominance quest. The crowd's mood shifts. They start making excuses about Lin Zichen's strength, realizing losing isn't so bad when there are prizes involved. Another challenger steps up, only to be effortlessly swatted away, stacking up that primal dominance progress once more. Finally, after crushing 1,000 opponents in official matches, Lin Zichen completes his ultimate mission, unlocking survival of the fittest. He then ponders his new primal dominance attribute, a straightforward damage boost, wishing it came with more specific numbers. With the challenge officially wrapped up, Lin Zichen dismisses the crowd, much to their dismay. They wanted more of the spectacle. As Lin Zichen casually strolls out with a very happy Chuckson by his side, the school is left buzzing from his undeniable reign. The school is absolutely buzzing after Lin Zichen's dominating victory in the school-wide challenge. Even a principal herself congratulates our boy, completely stunned he snagged the top spot. She's practically speechless, asking if he's still holding back strength after instantly taking down Chen Wuxing. Lin Zichen casually claims he's only hiding a teeny tiny bit, while Shen Qinhan stares at him with pure disbelief. A quick reminder of Chen Wuxing's strength: he could lift a 600 kilograms barbell one-handed. Talk about a beast. Lin Zichen reveals his measured strength is 795 kilograms, but internally vows to keep his true power under wraps. The principal is utterly thrilled, completely unaware she's chatting with a superhuman in disguise. But before she can savor the moment, our pragmatic hero instantly demands his 810 yuan prize money. She quickly transfers the cash, teasing him for being completely obsessed with money as he confirms receipt. The principal tries to talk about him representing the school, but Lin Zichen has other, far more audacious plans. He boldly asks if he and Shen can use the gym's pool, dropping a bombshell request on her. And it gets better, he demands exclusive access, with the pool closed to everyone else during their swim time. The principal, still riding the high of his victory, agrees to his outrageous demand surprisingly fast. Lin Zichen, noticing her quick agreement, then asks her to cover all the cameras in the pool area, leaving Shen Qinhan absolutely flabbergasted. The principal raises a suspicious eyebrow, wondering exactly what kind of swimming he has in mind. Our principal, the savvy purple-haired boss, gets a mischievous glint in her eye, perhaps imagining exactly what kind of swimming our boy Lin Zichen has in mind with Shen Qinhan in his new private pool. With a knowing smirk, she pulls out a key, declaring that since Lin Zichen wants it, all his requests for the pool will be granted. The principal officially hands over the key, making the school's pool Lin Zichen's private domain. Leaning in close, she whispers a cheeky warning to Lin Zichen to be careful and try not to cause any accidents, implying more than just swimming lessons. Our innocent boy Lin Zichen looks utterly confused by the principal's suggestive comment, his mind probably far from any accidents. Back at school, Lin Zichen and Shen Qinhan walk together, the key to their private pool and possibly Han Hong's hidden power now in his possession. Lin Zichen clutches the key, his mind set on finally figuring out the true nature of Shen Qinghan's mysterious superpower in their new private training ground. But before any secret training, Shen Qinghan, our pink-haired cutie, approaches Lin Zichen, asking for a favor. She reveals she signed up for a singing contest and needs Lin Zichen to rehearse the chorus part with her. Looking incredibly earnest, Lin Zichen, always a supportive friend, quickly agrees to help her out tonight, putting his power-up plans on hold for Han Han. Shen Qinhan pumps her fist in excitement, showing just how much this contest means to her, making Lin Zichen realize her dedication. Lin Zichen smiles, hoping this contest will help Shen Qinhan gain some much-needed confidence, perhaps setting the stage for her abilities to truly blossom. Later that night, the school building is lit up, setting the scene for their secret and very wholesome rehearsal. Inside, Shen Qinhan belts out her song into a mic, while Lin Zichen casually observes, probably wondering how this fits into his primal dominance journey. Meanwhile, Lin Zichen's parents, Aunt Xin and Lin Yanqing, are getting hilariously concerned, questioning if it's appropriate for a boy and a girl to be alone together in a room at their age. Oh, parents. Lin Zichen's mom, Shumeng, fiercely defends her son and Shen Qinhan, telling someone to mind their own business about the childhood friends spending time together. Turns out the old man getting scolded was none other than Lin Zichen's dad, Lin Yansheng, who quickly backs down from his wife's sharp words. Meanwhile, Lin Zichen, ever the pragmatist, cuts short a singing rehearsal with Shen Qinghan, reminding her they need to focus on studying. But don't worry, his true motive is revealed. He reminds Han Heng to bring her swimsuit as they're hitting the pool tomorrow to practice. After school, Lin Zichen heads out, and Shen Qinghan waves goodbye, a slight blush already coloring her cheeks. The thought of the pool makes Shen Qinghan's face go full tomato, clearly flustered by the upcoming swim session with our boy. Back home, she agonizes over her wardrobe, wondering which swimsuit is the least embarrassing for tomorrow's training. She lays out two choices, one much more revealing than the other. Deep in thought about this crucial decision, holding up the scandalous bikini, she blushes uncontrollably, fearing it might be too revealing for her solo pool date with Lin Zichen. Her imagination runs wild, picturing a shirtless Lin Zichen and herself in the bikini, making her totally freak out. Still a blushing mess, she tries to reassure herself. Well, it's just Xiao Shen there anyway, as she shoves her chosen swimsuit into her bag. The next day dawns, signaling the big pool day at Shanghai High, and just like Lin Zichen arranged, the school pool is empty, all for him and Shen Qinghan. Our boy is shirtless, showing off his chiseled physique, completely unfazed and ready to get to business. Even Lin Zichen's mom makes an appearance, giving him a cheeky thumbs up from a hidden spot, signaling, "Don't worry, I've got everything covered." Our boy Lin Zichen is at the school pool, shirtless and looking a little surprised as he's called out. Shen Qinghan makes her grand entrance in a black bikini, looking absolutely adorable and slightly flustered to see Lin Zichen. She cutely apologizes for making him wait, probably having spent ages agonizing over her swimsuit choice. While Lin Zichen calmly warns her to be careful, his inner chibi self is going absolutely wild. Thinking, "So cute," trying to regain his cool, Lin Zichen suggests they finally get into the pool and start their intense training session, to which Shen Qinghan happily agrees. Underwater, they both glide through the water, but Shen Qinghan moves with an uncanny, almost effortless grace. Suddenly, Shen Qinghan's expression turns to one of pure shock as something unexpected happens beneath the surface. Noticing her distress, Lin Zichen quickly points upwards, telling her it's time to head back to the surface. He effortlessly carries her upwards, showcasing his superhuman strength even underwater as Shen Qinghan still looks very unsettled. Out of the pool, Shen Qinghan clings to Lin Zichen, visibly upset as he asks what's wrong. She frantically explains that the water seems to be passing right through her body, a truly bizarre and alarming phenomenon. To prove her point, Shen Qinghan holds out her hands, and sure enough, the water flows right through them as if they're not even solid. A close-up shows the water literally leaking through her palms, completely defying all logic and physics. Confused and a little scared, Shen Qinghan asks Lin Zichen why her body is suddenly acting like a sieve. But our sharp MC immediately puts the pieces together, realizing this could be the surge of the superpower he'd always suspected in her. Without wasting a second, Lin Zichen grabs her hand, urging her to let him take a closer look and test his theory himself. Lin Zichen examines Shen Qinghan's hand, confirming water passes right through it, but notes nothing else unusual. He tells her to get out of the pool so he can check other parts of her body for the same strange ability. Our girl Shen Qinghan gets super flustered by the idea, her face turning crimson. She lies down, still blushing, as Lin Zichen continues his investigation, observing water droplets on her skin where it passed through. Shen Qinghan lies still on the massage bed, growing impatient as she asks Lin Zichen how much longer his examination is going to take. After 3 tests, Lin Zichen determines there's nothing abnormal about the rest of her body. He concludes that for now, only her hand possesses this peculiar water-passing power. Then, Shen Qinghan asks if this power is why she used to wet the bed, and Lin Zichen admits it might actually be the case. Lin Zichen starts to give her instructions, saying, "Next time you feel like you can't hold it in, be sure to let me know." He quickly corrects himself, instructing her to feel if any other body part feels like her palm. Inside, our boy is sweating bullets, realizing he almost sounded like a total creep with his previous comment. Shen Qinghan, however, is ecstatic, realizing she's not useless, but actually a water-powered super being. With fire in her eyes, she vows to fully unlock her powers one day. Her ultimate goal, to stand by Lin Zichen's side as his most perfect partner, ready to support him with her newfound abilities. Our bustling city lights up at night with a giant cyborg ad reminding everyone of the augmented world Lin Zichen lives in. At the Beast Meat supermarket, a new cashier greets a customer completely unaware of the spending spree about to hit her. She's visibly stunned as a credit card flashes, ready to cover an undoubtedly massive purchase. And who else but our boy, Lin Zichen, casually asks for a whopping 100 caddies of savage giant eagle meat, like it's a grocery staple. He even requests delivery, leaving the poor cashier utterly dumbfounded by the sheer scale of his order. She can't help but wonder who this rich, young master is, throwing money around without a care in the world. Still dazed, she meticulously fills out the order form, secretly hoping for a 5-star rating from her mysterious customer. Outside, Lin Zichen confirms his new web novel draft payment has boosted his funds to a cool 210,000, more than enough for his next big upgrade. He eyes the enormous box of savage giant eagle meat, confirming it's exactly what he needs for his evolving abilities. With a determined expression, Lin Zichen prepares to activate his Law of the Jungle ability, eager to unlock the power hidden within the eagle's essence. Boom! The system confirms Savage Giant Eagle Codex at 100%. Our boy just absorbed a colossal amount of life essence, powering up big time. And just like that, the Savage Giant Eagle Codex is fully unlocked, granting Lin Zichen a brand new biological attribute, Sky Eye. Lin Zichen's eyes glow a fierce yellow as the system explains Sky Eye dramatically improves his field of vision and motion tracking abilities. His world literally expands as his new Sky Eye activates, revealing the city street in breathtaking, heightened detail. Suddenly, every single movement of the pedestrians is crystal clear thanks to his enhanced vision. Good luck sneaking up on this kid now. Our boy Lin Zichen tests out his new Sky Eye ability, looking at some online content and probably feeling like a total boss. After a day of flexing his new powers, Lin Zichen casually heads home, looking ready for anything. But when he walks in, his parents are deep in a surprisingly intense conversation about something serious. Turns out, they're watching news about a recent catastrophe where a triple gene fusion individual mutated and went absolutely wild, causing hundreds of casualties. On the TV, a speaker is passionately arguing that gene fusion is the wrong path for humanity, pushing for natural evolution instead. Another dude immediately claps back, sarcastically asking how traditional martial artists, who can't even stop a bullet, are supposed to fight mutant beasts. Lin Zichen's dad, Lin Yansheng, jumps into the debate, agreeing that gene fusers are basically walking time bombs. His mom, Aunt Xin, tries to calm the situation, reassuring everyone that the state's strict controls make mutation chances extremely low. But then she drops a bomb of her own. Gene fusers might lose their ability to reproduce, suggesting people should freeze their essence or have kids before fusing. Yikes. Timai. Aunt Shen quickly realizes the implications of her conversation, looking completely flustered with her son right there. She blushes bright red, wondering aloud if they said anything too inappropriate in front of our innocent boy. Lin Yansheng, ever the master of deflection, smoothly changes the subject to dinner, trying to avoid further embarrassment. Over a family dinner, Lin Yansheng mentions that Shen Qinghan has signed up for a campus singing competition tomorrow. Aunt Shin immediately gets hyped, declaring they absolutely have to show up and cheer for their daughter Shen Qinghan. Our boy Lin Zichen just gives a non-committal probably already calculating how this singing competition affects his PAX training schedule. Our girl Shen Qinghan is absolutely slaying her performance on stage, with the entire crowd roaring their support for her singing. Backstage, Lin Zichen is helping a nervous Chuchen with her makeup, who's getting super flustered by his intense gaze. Our boy Lin Zichen just flashes that confident smile and drops a smooth line, telling her she's beautiful. Juxin blushes bright red, clearly overwhelmed and embarrassed by the unexpected compliment. But just then, Li Chuxin pops in, playfully calling them out for their public display of affection. Chuxin tries to defend herself, but Li Chuxin just teases them further, calling them an old married couple. Turns out, our versatile Lin Zichen is also a makeup expert, adding yet another skill to his ever-growing list. Li Chuxin quickly leaves, reminding Chuxin that her performance is coming up soon after 2 more acts. Lin Zichen, ever the gentleman, offers to walk Chuxin out so she can properly prepare herself for the stage. Juxian stands there looking incredibly flustered and embarrassed, clutching her dress nervously. She grabs Lin Zichen's arm, her face burning red as she struggles to confess something. And just like that, the shocking truth is revealed. Choksim couldn't hold it in, and now there's a visible wet stain on her elegant black dress.